Up, chat. How we doing? How we doing today? Um, we got a lot to talk about today. What up, boss man? What up, Tay? See Anthony in here, Paul in here, Castro. What up, Castro? Lefty versus Perk just posted on Go. Okay, that'd be a good game. We need to check that one out. Maybe I can watch that one today. Smooth Manny, what up? Penguin, see you in here. What up? Cherry Lime. What's up, gang? How we doing? Dre. So today we got a lot to cover. I've got some things to do later on, which is why I did the stream an hour early. But I don't have to end it necessarily an hour early. We'll see when we go. But I just couldn't go to the normal time. I just want to make sure we got to cover all the things we needed to cover. Didn't want to be rushed. So here we are. A couple of things I wanted to cover today. I don't have my little square up here, but I'll get it fixed for later. We've got the Swiss Street magazine. If you guys haven't seen that, we're going to cover that first. It's our boy Trees, my homie Trees, doing a magazine once a month. We'll cover that. What I'm going to try to do is maybe 2 breakdowns a day, a stream, and then the other videos, maybe do a video that not necessarily reacts, but just kind of covers someone else's video. So that They Got Skunked video, I still want to look at that. We're going to do Malik and Twan. That's the game we're going to break down today. Malik and Twan. That way, because it's been maybe a month or so since we broke down a Malik game, but Malik and Twan, that way we can talk about the left-hand Dom and Malik pay-per-view. And then I've got space for one more game to break down. Then I want to get into Naz's pay-per-view recap, so we can finally talk about the Blueprint League. We're definitely going to do that today. So my two big projects for today is the Malik and Dom breakdown. That's going to be 2 videos in itself. So it's the breakdown of Malik, and then it's the pay-per-view breakdown, what I think will happen. Then we'll cover the Blueprint League, which I definitely want to cover. Those are the big ones. But all the other videos we do in between are just a little bit more chill. I've got a lot of other content that I want to do, and that keeps piling up. Now that I'm streaming, I'm doing like a live show. There's so many emails I get, comments that I get that don't really fit into like a full-length video. So I'm trying to think of a good time to do those. So I'm probably going to just do those things at the end of stream or at the beginning of stream. There's one comment I got today that I don't know if I should address it. I reached out to the person, and I've allowed them an opportunity to have a one-on-one actual conversation. If not, then I'll probably just address it on stream at some point. A lot of these things I like to just handle in person or handle in private, but obviously when you're online, there's people can constantly like critique you and constantly talk about you. And so if you don't say anything, you know, I spoke about this in the past with a couple videos I've done. If you don't say anything, it just makes people think they can keep saying those things. So I've allowed this person an opportunity. We'll see if they take it. If not, I'm just going to address the situation anyways. It's nobody that you guys know, so don't speculate. I wanted to possibly start a couple new segments, like I said, of just content that doesn't really fit. So towards the end of stream today, depending how long we go, I'll just run down some of those. So like I said, I got a couple emails, got a couple other things I want to address that don't really fit in a full video. And then we'll just see where we go from there. So we'll just vibe it. I'm getting a little bit better as we go with these live streams and understanding the pace and how much we can cover. But I'm always open to suggestions as well. Little things like, because I'm trying to figure out how this works for me monetarily too. So obviously when I post the streams, I've noticed a lot of people now are just watching the full stream. And then they're not really going and clicking on the video when I drop it later. Which I'm actually okay with. I'm actually fine with that. Because with the live stream, I think you get a lot more. There's all the videos are in one. You kind of get some stuff that doesn't go up on the YouTube page. But it messes with the amount of money I was making. Not necessarily that it's worse. It's just different. So I'm going to have to ride this out for a couple weeks and just look and see how it's going. So I know how to how to package things together better. One for what you guys want, and also one that works for me to where I can keep doing this full time. So we'll figure all that out as we go. Rob went fed in the new Warzone. I need to check that out. Can I do the Warzone vid? Is that the one that released that's like 75% of the video or something? Malik and Twan is such a good game. Okay, looking forward to that one. Oh, so there's another video. Do I have a video with my top 5 or 10 1v1 players? No, I don't. Okay, so that was one of the video ideas I had. So once a week or twice a week, probably twice a week, I'm going to try and do an original video on this channel live with you guys. So as you know, on my main channel, I do original videos. It takes a lot of editing. I've got to do a lot of work to do that. This channel, I'm not going to do all the editing, but we can still do some unique content. So one of the ideas I have, we're going to cover this either at the end of today, probably Monday, actually. This is going to be the project for Monday. I titled it Worst YouTube 1v1 Moves to Guard. So what I would like to do is I'm going to put together about 10 moves and 10 signature moves, because you guys brought that up in the chat yesterday. I thought it was a great idea. So I'm going to bring up 10 signature moves, and I want to work through that, guys, with you in the chat. But I want to bring them up on the video so we can watch them. But let's decide what are the top 5 worst moves to have to guard in the one-on-one space. So videos like that, I want to kind of do that a couple times a week as well. because I think it'd be fun, but also adds to the one-on-one space. They're more entertaining, whatever. So that's the plan there. Yo, Crow Guy. Just a bit of a donation. Love your content, coach. Learned so much in the past year. Yo, appreciate that, Crow Guy. Thank you for the $20. Wait, is that an Aussie $20? Australian money? Actually, it might not be Australian. I think that's Australian. Gross. I really appreciate it being sarcastic. Yeah, donations, any money, membership, all that sort of stuff, that all goes back into the channel. Like I said, it allows me to do this full time, but when I'm traveling to do these events like that, it costs me money. Obviously I get paid for working the event, but there's often like, I got to eat, and I don't necessarily want to wait around and have to eat when everyone else eats. They're all young guys that just want to eat fast food and whatever. So sometimes I'm like, let me go to my room. I'll Uber, I'll get some food. Like all this money goes straight back into that sort of stuff. Obviously it goes into the production on here. So if I've got YouTube Premium, I can have that so I don't have to watch the commercials. Like just everything I put into the stream and into my videos. So I really appreciate you guys. Catch one of these. OCG from the Discord. Okay. I'll try and remember that. Everyone having different names in different places. I try to keep it straight, but it's pretty tough. Got to set boundaries for sure. Yeah. And it's more so, post those little segments and shorts. Yeah. So that's the idea, is start getting them built up, and then I can just pay someone to go through and set them up as shorts. I don't really have the time myself, but yeah, it's not necessarily to, I love criticism. As you guys know, I engage with every comment. I try to read every chat. I'm not scared of criticism. I am not perfect. I know that for sure. But I'm also not gonna just allow people to just say whatever and get away with it. I feel like sometimes you gotta set the record straight, just so it's less that I have to deal with on a daily basis, you know? How do you improve touch around the rim? You practice. And dexterity, you know, improving your dexterity is going to help with that. But it also helps not thinking about, I say this a lot, it helps not thinking about making the shot necessarily. My dogs might start barking in a second. Someone just walked down the street. It helps when you're not necessarily thinking about making the shot, but just soft touch off the backboard, soft touch off the rim, right? Just shoot it straight, soft touch, let it bounce in. So if you're thinking like, let the ball bounce in more so than I have to be perfect and have to land it straight in, that sometimes helps. Just put the ball up, let the ball do the rest, and then you'll slowly get better. A lot of it's just dexterity and just working on touch. Worst meaning best. So probably best moves, but worst to guard, hardest to guard. Moons, yeah, so hang dribbles in there for sure. You guys can start brainstorming these, and we'll get started in about 5 minutes in the videos. But hang dribble, obviously LP snatch back, like Nas's shoulder, like his anchor dribble, shoulder to the chest. Just all those sort of things I want to start talking about. Scoobs, like once you've got him boxed in, he does like his little one-legged fadeaway off the glass or something. Rob's half court pull up three, that sort of stuff. Food is about to get here. Yo, let's go. What'd you get? Did you get a kebab? Let me guess. You got a kebab, didn't you? Set my name on the Discord to Crow Guy as well. Had a few questions, things. Felt a little pride when you went in after I answered someone and said nothing to add. Nice. Hey, and that's why I made the Discord. Like, as you guys see, I respond to every comment. I try to respond to every chat, like I just said. But I get emails every day. I get people on Discord asking me to do stuff every day. Like, it's nonstop. Like I said, this is full time now. But a lot of the things I answer are things I've already answered in videos. So when you guys also answer, or you guys point them in the right direction, to me, I feel that same pride. Like, yes, we're doing the thing. We're growing the community, and we're getting people to understand and learn. And then as you learn, you can also become teachers. And that's the whole reason I started this, was to like, let's impact the whole basketball space, not just me. Don't just come to me for the answers all the time. Don't just pay me for things. Don't just me. I'm not a me monster. Let's all improve together. And then the more people we can reach out and improve as a group. What up, Tay? How we doing today? Bars. Going full speed with your non-dominant hand, same thing. You got to rep it out. A lot of the stuff is repping it out. And when it comes to your non-dominant hand, like your weak hand or going to your weak side, a lot of what people don't understand is your biomechanics might be weak. So if you can drive full speed right and jump and dunk the ball, you're probably got like a good, what they call it, posterior chain connection with your left leg, right? Because you're probably good at exploding out with your left leg. But if you can't do that same thing with your right, well, it's like, it's probably not just coordination. It's probably also the muscles haven't built up. Your explosiveness isn't the same. So you got to rep those things out, and you can attack those. Like, obviously the more balanced you can be in the weight room, the easier it is to translate those things on the court. Cause then you just got to worry about coordination. There's a Discord. Yeah, we got a Discord. I'll post it. I need to do a pinned message today. So, I'll post the link to the Discord. Wait, I don't know if I did that right. Also, my internet was pretty slow. Hopefully we're good now. So I'm going to try and pin that message. So that's the Discord link. Should stay there for good now. Nas's bump requires the most out of court prep. Yes, that and Lamar Peters snatchback. Both of those require a lot of just strength and conditioning on their own. When are more drills getting up on the Patreon? What up, Isaac? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I do want to have a discussion about the Patreon at some point. Because I've been trying to figure out where things move to and all that. So I've got to figure out a good way to implement drills, and maybe Patreon is the best place to put them. I don't know. Better at making mid-range shots. Everything I said so far it's going to be the same for any skill. So any question you guys ask me, pretty much it's all going to be the same. Repetition and variability, right? So doing the thing, so shooting the shot that you want to get better at, practicing the thing exactly that you want to get better at, doing it exactly and as perfectly as possible. That's one way to do it. But then doing things a little different around it. Maybe your pickup is to the right, pickup to the left, step back mid-range, float mid-range, double clutch mid-range. Like, just work on the different, like, just master it all around. Sent me a DM to ask about this stuff, and a friend of mine who played a season as a development player from Canada, now Sunderland and Waratah men's league. Okay, helping him. Oh, dope. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. A lot of the stuff we talk about, keep it simple, stupid. Like, it can help, like, regardless what level people are at. Yeah, Lamar is like Mike Tyson for sure. For sure. It's going to be a great game. Patreon podcast stuff, very lovely. Yeah, I want to get more of those on there. Those, for me, it's just really hard to. So, like I've said this before, I'm gonna hire a production manager at some point, someone that can just like set up calls, set up podcasts, set up my shows and all that stuff for me. Just like do the formatting. That way, I can just show up and do the thing. Because right now, organizing times and trying to navigate all that sort of stuff with people is sometimes the hardest part. Like 100 shots, up to you, Tay. Up to you. I typically was shooting 50 to 100 mid-range shots every workout and 50 to 100 threes every workout. But I was also working out every day. And it wasn't me trying to drastically improve. It was just like maintenance and keeping my rhythm and all that sort of stuff. Watch any of the top high school guys anymore? I will. I've talked about this before though. I don't really like talking about high school players online, mainly because, like, how do I say this? Like, I don't want to dogpile. So, we broke down Darren Peterson last year, and most of the things I say about younger players, I'm like, well, he's just young. A lot of the mistakes they make, they're just young. Like, I don't know. Whereas I'm watching other people break them down and they're like, man, he sucks. He can't do this. He's got to do this. If he wants to be successful, I just hate the way adults talk about young players sometimes. Like, he's 17. He'll be fine. Split stance Darren Peterson was doing last live. It's just catching it. It's like, instead of being in an athletic stance, it's like catching the ball in the air and landing with your feet already halfway ready to sprint to the right. Or if you want to go left, you're catching it ready to sprint to the left. It's basically that. Lamar will be the gatekeeper to the top 4 to 5 players until he fixes his cardio. I don't think he'll be the gatekeeper because I don't know if he's consistent. He's as consistent enough. Someone like a gatekeeper to me is like a Bruce. Who else is right around that area? A Bruce, a Tay. Yeah, maybe Lamar is in that same group. I think there's like 4 or 5 guys in that gatekeeper area. If you can't beat them, like, forget it. You got some stuff to work on before you play the top 5 players. More so about how it's effective when it's not. Oh, just it's on a closeout, basically. Shoot till it feels the same every time, basically. Also, how bad is my internet? It's like the weather's bad outside and I've got like 5G. That's why I never thought I'd be able to stream. Is it too bad for you guys? They're fine. Love the streams. What up? Is it Alvaros? Is it Alvaros? I always see a name and I've never had to say it out loud. All right. So we're probably going to get in. Let's get into this game. Yeah, the Lamar Bruce game was a weird one though, because both of them had played like 3 or 4 games over that weekend. So I don't think it was like a good representation of either of them. I don't know if there's much you can take out of that game. I think Lamar was always going to be Bruce style wise. But again, when I talk about gatekeepers, I just mean like if you're someone that can't beat Bruce, you likely can't beat any of the top 5 guys. Whereas Lamar is like, it doesn't test you in the right way, because he's just so talented and skilled that he might 30-0 you like Pep. You know what I mean? Like, what are you learning? What are you learning there? Whereas if you play Bruce, you'll understand like, oh, I'm not in shape, or man, I couldn't get 2 feet in the key, or whatever. When you play Lamar, sometimes it's just like, I mean, he hit 7 step back threes from half court. What am I supposed to do? You don't learn anything about yourself sometimes. Love the streams no matter what. TNC vid today was definitely fire. I probably won't be able to check it out today because it came out today. I like to try and give videos like their own time, at least a day before I have a watch. Internet's a little laggy, yeah. I might as well just hop into. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. This popped up on my memories today. Maybe we go half and half on this. No, we'll do full. This is better. Man, yeah, internet is bad. Anyways. It won't, Facebook is terrible. Get me out of here. I can't replay it, can't, whatever. Anyways, that hopped up on my stories. I thought it was pretty funny. Let's go here. Let's bring up, oh, actually, yeah. So first thing I wanted to cover today before we get into, you rejoin stream, the buffering fix. Okay. You're just flat buffering. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. It's saying that my internet is not working too well, but like I said, the weather's not great. I don't know. And if it's not working well, I'm just going to move on to recording the couple videos I need to record, and then we'll get in and get out. But seems to be holding up okay, decently. But what I wanted to talk about first, I don't know if you guys have seen this magazine. This is a Swiss Street magazine. This is by Trees. who's in quite a few of the Discords. I always have a lot of really good conversations with him. And he started doing a monthly magazine, and it's pretty dope. I don't know why that message, I have auto mod, Dylan, so I don't know why it would have deleted your message. I was getting up like that. I was a little bit. I was getting up a little bit. Yeah, that was me. I could try and I'll try and find it again. I hate Facebook. I don't know. It is not YouTube friendly. Yeah, that was like after practice. We used to just stay after practice and, and just dunk for like hours. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to get into. Used to do that on the 9 foot hoop. Let's go. Let's get it. Um, so he's dropping this magazine maybe once a month, I think it is. But he also over on Instagram. So go follow him. Let's get him up to like 500 followers. He got 346. But it's really good. This is probably the best place for the one-on-one scene where you can get everything in one. If you don't have time to catch up on every single platform or who's winning games, who's on a losing streak, all this, just anything you can think of. If you don't know where to go to find out that information in a quick amount of time, this is the best place to go. This is the best place to go. So we'll have a look here. So he's got Kel. So this is the first issue that he's put out. Kel's the cover athlete. Pretty dope. I think well deserving. But he's got Judgment Day in here, freshman class of TNC, OTD, Ball is Life, power rankings, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, who's number one on TNC, freshman class, all that sort of stuff. We'll get into it. Ooh, he got me on there. Coach Midrange as a contributor. Just to be clear, I don't really do much. I haven't really done anything. So I do appreciate Trees putting me on here. But all I do is pretty much how we all chat, like in the Discord or whatever, if we're having voice calls. But this is all Trees. This is all Trees doing this. I haven't really done anything. But I think this is very dope how it's starting to get more people. The hope is that it's putting all the platforms kind of on not a level playing field, but everyone's like working together, right? And it's a lot of people inputting. It's not picking sides. It's not an off the dribble magazine. It's not a Ball is Life magazine. It's not a TNC magazine. It's a magazine for the entire one-on-one space. And I think this is going to hopefully push a lot more narratives going forward, a lot more positive narratives. So it's like good conversations. And yeah, hopefully that's the direction we're going. So this first page, this volume of Swiss Street Magazine dives into the growth of the one-on-one scene in just 2 months into the new year. With new players, new contenders, new platforms, and new factions, this year is looking to turn out to be everything we hoped it could be. With Judgment Day and the next TNC pay-per-view on the horizon, a lot of unanswered questions, clearing of smoke will set the tone for the rest of the year. Finally, we have it set in stone. So this is the Judgment Day Nas versus Scoob battle for number one. Regardless of the outcome, the scene will never be the same. Pretty dope. Who's number one on TNC? So I've not gone through this issue yet. I've not gone through this. I saw it got posted today, and I knew I was going to cover it on stream. So this is my first time going through it too. Moon has been astounding 5-1 since 2026 has started. It looks like he has no plans on slowing down. I think the one is the Colin game. I'm pretty sure that happened in December. Pretty sure that happened. So I think Moon's 5-0. It looks like he has no plans on slowing down. Moon is also undefeated in pay-per-view, proving that he is deserving of being considered the most valuable player of the one-on-one scene in 2026. Should Moon be considered the best player on the next chapter? I have Moon at number one, but again, only for this same reason. He's 5-0. Again, that one was in December. He's 5-0 this year, and he won in a pay-per-view. Although I don't know that pay-per-view, it was against Greg, but hey, pay-per-view is a pay-per-view, right? And it was Greg's, I'm pretty sure, first game, so we didn't know how good he was going to be, but he dusted him. But yeah, this is I've got Moon at number one. He says Rob Colon is still Thanos. He's still the most dominant on TNC. He has an argument for being the best player in the space overall. He has some unfinished business with Darius Adams, but one could argue only rival to Rob on the next chapter is Moon. However, Rob will take no challenge lightly. He's been a menace ever since he lost TNC 03. I think this is so dope. I think this is so dope. Such a good magazine. And that's like see what I mean? Like, that's a good conversation to have. Who is number one on TNC? And instead of being like, I'm a Rob fan, so Rob's the best and everyone else sucks, or I'm a Moon fan, so Moon has to be best, everyone sucks. It's posing good questions, and it's being fair to both players, I think. So I think the conversations like these are kind of where the direction we need to go. King of Hoops donated $5. Loving the live streams. It's nice to have more than one video voice in the scene covering things. Maybe more guests at some point. Just wondering. Yeah, of course. Of course. King of Hoops, thank you for sending the $5. The goal with this is just my first week streaming, so I kind of wanted to get a feel for it, see how it went. But definitely going forward. So I was going to make the post today, but I'm going to do it over the weekend. Players that want to jump on and have conversations, commentators, anyone, platform owners, anyone that wants to jump on and have a conversation. I want more people to have conversations. So it doesn't even, you don't have to be known in the scene. My biggest thing, like I've said, newer players, newer voices, new people getting involved in the scene and voicing their opinions. I'd love to have that conversations. And I'm a people person. I want to talk to people, right? So people that want to jump on, we have those conversations on stream. I think that'd be great. Next page, Burke Putnam. Oh, advertisement. This is dope. He's just putting ads in there. That's dope. Yeah, Burke coming back from injury. I don't know if you guys keep up with his stories, but he is back on the court. He is jumping. He's shooting. He's working out. He's training. It's dope to see. Fellow Oklahoma boy. So huge fan of Burke. I can't wait to see him getting some more games. Oh, another ad. This is like what do you call it? What was the Double XL magazine? You remember that back in the day? It's got the little posters in that. That's dope. That's dope. Trees actually made this. Trees made my banner that I have on my YouTube page. He actually made that. TNC, the next chapter, TNC Warzone, Michigan versus Carolina, most competitive season yet. I haven't seen the new episode. You guys are telling me it's really good. Didn't it just drop last night maybe? Oh, what is this? The next chapter has had increased the competition by bringing in very competitive new players such as DJ Little, DJO, and Armon in the latest season of TNC Warzone. It takes place at the new Frigga facility, and the vibes in the facility look amazing. This Warzone season has included 71. I thought I said 71. Get 7 one-on-one games, no refs, 1s and 2s to 16. It's a little different from the standard TNC game, but it's meant to be that way to bring the energy out of each group. I like the idea of war zones. I think they're pretty cool. There are 2 one-on-one games to 100 for each team, with one releasing today. Latin became a star from one of these games and has established himself as one of the best in the scene. Will another star be born? Yeah, that's where we got red shoes from, right? Finale of TNC Warzone, North Carolina versus Michigan will be on March 9th. Okay. The video is not... Oh, there we go. I should have been playing that while I was... Ugh. I should have been playing that while I was reading it. Damn. Oh, I got to watch this game. Who is this? Is that the DJ Little and someone else he's talking about? Damn. Okay, we got to watch that game. 2026 one-on-one freshman class members. So, again, like I said, this is a good way for you to learn all about the space without having to do all the research. Dang Bowl, of course, Lefty, Bijan, Boog, Zoe, Wani, Baldhead Jordan, Malik Dunbar, Jose Melendez, AB, Teo. Who is this right here? Why can't I see it? We watched him play. I just can't remember his name now, and I can't see it. Moon over Rob. Rob need to check up for sure. Yeah, Moon number 1 on TNC for sure. Moon is the heart of the streets type of dude, embodies what... Yeah, he's kind of like Scoob on OTD, Ball is Life, right? Talking about the technical stuff going on, but I got to get more stuff to ask or talk about. Love ball talk. Agree. Top 3 players to watch. Well, let's see what theirs are. See what Trees is, and we'll talk about it. Oh, and then we got more crime. David Jason. I haven't seen him. Ty Penix, have not seen him. MIL. I've been seeing a few of these guys. DJ Little, Chris Likes. That game was good with him and Dom. DJO, he's cold. Pro's pro. Darius Johnson Odom here. Jerome Randall, same thing. Armand, Trey Duval. We watched that game, the 3-on-3. Josh Miller, Smitty, Davin. We watched him play. Deuce here. And I can't see the other names. I can't see their pictures. But anyways, you have to go check it out on Instagram. All-Star departs. Judgment Day is around the corner. So I don't like how this doesn't show. Oh, there we go. Oh! Thought I fixed it, but. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I'm actually missing a lot. There we go. Nope, just ruined it. Oh, Big Mace, DP. Okay, there we go. We can see everything now. Cart. That's right, Cart. He played against Pat. All-Star departs. Judgment Day is approaching. Here it is, the day the one-on-one scene stands still. Judgment Day, March 28th. This is the day where some of the most important one-on-one games will take place. So far, the matchups we know are of Nas and Uncle Scoob, Lamar Peters versus Zay, and Left Hand Dom versus Malik. As we discussed in the last volume, Nas and Uncle Scoob is a game that arguably could settle who is the true best one-on-one player in the scene. This will be an extremely difficult task for Scoob versus Nas, as Nas established the dominance in the King of the Court at the OTD All-Star event. LP versus A matchup that is arguably as important as the main event of Nas and Scoob. This matchup is between two of the most dangerous players in the space, with each of them only having one loss on pay-per-view. Lamar seeks to continue his journey to the top of the space to hold the crown as best player in the scene, while President Zay looks to begin his term as a true best player on the scene. Best player on the scene has been said a few times here, Trees, so we got to find another way to voice that, but I got you. Left-hand Dom versus Malik is the battle between the king of the small guards to define who is going to be the best on the. I'm kidding. Dom being the most dominant small guard on Off the Dribble and Ball is Life, and Malik being the most dominant small guard on TNC. Whoever wins this matchup will be undisputed. Is Malik, left-hand Dom, the most fierce test yet? Oh, yeah, the power rankings. So the power rankings changed too. So I love that all of this is just in one place. Coach and someone else commentating a game, but then streaming so they can commentate over their own commentation. Commonception is what that's called. Nas number 1, Scoob number 2, Zay 3. Okay, damn. Moon 4. Oh, Nesco's still 5. I figured Nesco would move a bit more, but I don't know how much of his games they've put in here. But that's the 5 that I said too, right? Yesterday. I'm pretty sure that's the 5 I gave yesterday. Kel 6, Rob 7. I'd probably switch those. Bruce 8, Tay 9, Fombi 10. Tay 9? Fombi 10? I need to see their records and stuff. Maybe we'll dive into that in a little bit too. Frigga 11, Cam 12, Left Hand Dom 13, LP 14, Terry Hosey 15, Malik 16, Bird 17, Dooley 18, Day 19, Bino 20. I mean, again, this is one of those ones because I've looked at the rankings so much now, and I've just like theory crafted so many different ideas. I feel like a lot of these don't feel right. Like Fombi top 10, what? Tay top number 9. A lot of these don't feel right. But I bet if you go look at their rankings and match them side by side, like it probably makes sense, because that happens every time I do this. Yeah, not bad. I don't mind it. You guys argue in the comments. Oh, here we go. Kind of. We'll check it on the website at some point. One-on-one MVP ladder based on 2026 power rankings. From games posted. Okay. Moon 5-1, Zay 3-0, Kel 3-0, Left Hand Dom 3-0, Day 3-1. Okay. This is dope. I like this. This is based on 2026 alone. No freshmen until at least they have completed 5 overall games. Okay. I like this. Freshman of the year ladder. Bijan 3-0, Teo 3-0. Man, the freshman class looking crazy. Look at all that talent, man. Bijan, Teo, Zoe, Boog. We're in good hands, man. We're in good hands. Cover athlete. You guys you're going to have to go check the magazine out to read this. I don't want to rip his whole magazine. So you guys read up on this on Kel. But this is pretty dope how he's doing this, featuring an athlete. And again, this is why I think it's not biased. Trees actually knows quite a few of these guys in the one-on-one space. He's a mod in like multiple of the discords. He could easily have picked like just his best friend that's a player, like someone he likes. But again, like pick who you think, pick someone deserving. It doesn't have to be like unbiased. Pick someone deserving. I like this. This is a great magazine so far. 17 pages worth as well. New platforms to watch. Okay, dope. Pure Ones. This is the event that I went to a couple weeks ago in Houston. I love what they're doing for the scene. Watch this fire platform out of Houston, Texas. Not only have talent, but they have the resources and the money to back it up. Tune in. They just had their first event last weekend. Subscribe to their YouTube. Pure Ones. Yeah, Funny Ones. The Blueprint League. Obviously, we watched this and we'll talk about this today. Finish the game. Where's this? So Funny Ones. Where is that? It's hilarious to watch, but there's nothing funny about it. Oh, For the Kill. Okay, so that's For the Kills platform. And then Finish the Game. Oh, that's Lat and Mike Bruce's new platform. So they were with Just Different Hoops, right? And now they've started their own platform. So man, there's so many small platforms. And again, I'm getting to keep up with them all through Trees magazine. Oh, Sean Gerardo. I think he was wanting to have a conversation. So maybe that's someone we have on the stream. Growth of private one-on-one coaching featured in the New York Times. Next big thing in youth sports, personal trainers. Okay. I don't know if he knows my channel or not and how much I rip into personal trainers. But yeah, I'd love to have a conversation with him. Okay, pretty dope. All right, and that's the magazine. So let me know, what do you guys think about the magazine? I think it's a great idea. Again, everything's going to have some bias, but it's pretty unbiased. It's got all the platforms in there. It's got smaller platforms, all three of the large platforms. It's got different cover athletes. I like it. It's going to be once a month drop. What's y'all's feedback on the first issue? The first issue that dropped. Yeah, pretty cool. You guys go like, go subscribe, go follow, go support. I would love to see that magazine become like a tactile thing that we can order and have it sent to us, or at least something you could like download the PDF online. I think that'd be something pretty cool to have. So anyways, I think it was great. Trees, keep doing what you're doing. And everyone go support. Let us know what you think. First game we got to get to, which is this one. Also, guys, I know my internet is being trashed today, so I really appreciate you guys bearing with me. Yeah, even loading these videos is taking forever. Oh, it's because it's trying to load them both at the same time. All right, so we're gonna watch this Boog Zoe game in a second. Frigga has probably beaten your favorite player on team 100%. When you look at his resume, it's actually pretty ridiculous. No one can tell me otherwise. Little dude been belting shit. Yeah, I've probably got Dom up there too. What up, Wayne? How we doing? Kel is really benefiting from this algorithm. Well, I think it's because of his I think out of the games that have been posted on YouTube, he reached out and was like, hey, I've got a lot of games that haven't been posted. So players or anyone in general, if you're upset with, not upset, but if you think more games should be posted on there, go to swifthoops.com and get your games posted on there. And Swift, he'll update it as it goes. He's trying to do it as much as he can by himself, but it's like, if you guys can go link the video and send them to him, he'll get them all uploaded on there, and the rankings will fix quicker. Toronto event was extremely good. Were you at it? Dom's only lost in a while. Yeah, it's been like 5-6 months ago or something. But yeah, lost to Zay. Zoe is 4-0. He got a game on Just Different. Oh yeah, I wanna check that one out too. Boog is 3-1. Well, people don't know. Cool magazine, Fire magazine will definitely follow him. Yeah, definitely go show some love. One stop shop. Non-Instagram version of that would be even better. I agree. So if it was like just like a PDF version everyone can download, or something that could be put up on a website, I think it'd be great. And it just allows for such good discussion without us having to do all the work. It's so nice. And I can just steal it for stream content. If the stream is choppy, leave and come back. Okay, cool. Should react to Kel versus Scoob. I have watched one of those. Didn't they play twice? I need to watch the second game. So I watched the one where Scoob went to Kel's on his tour. What was the other one? Needs more counters. Yeah, Frigga going to the right, shooting threes, and then layups, actually, and going to the left and shooting this weird layup. If you can't stop that, then you're not going to beat him. But if you can take those away, he doesn't have as much counter work. Top 5, but that doesn't make him number 11 today. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got to get other people's games up there and uploaded. He's injured now. Yeah, and I think there's a degradation of games. So the longer he goes without playing, the further he slides. You were at the event? Okay, dope. I wish I could have gone. I was going to try and make it work, but it was just short notice, and I had like those other 2 events that I did. But I heard it's been good. I heard it's been good. You going again today? You think if Scoob wins, there's still an argument for Nas to be one? Yeah, 100%. 100%. There's an argument for all of the top 3 players to be number 1. And 2 months ago, there was an argument for like 4 different people to be number 1. Now it's these 3. It's just constantly going to be changing. Zoe is a lightning bug. Frigga, no left, unserious player to you. Yeah, he is. So I've said this for a long time, and this is no disrespect to Frigga. This is actually, again, this is what makes him more impressive to me. He is like, he understands content more than any basketball player I probably know. And he understands like the moment. So I would say like clutch players, Frigga is probably number 1 clutch player. But he also plays to content. He plays into storylines. He plays into all that. So he when he's playing basketball, it's more so through a lens of entertainment. What would be cool? And if the moment that would be cool is beating a top player, like he'll rise to that moment. If the moment that would be cool is him just playing honest basketball and then this other guy beating him and now that other guy skyrockets through the ranks, like he just, it feels like Frigga just always will do the thing that's best for everyone's experience going forward. And I think he obviously, I just don't think he has a killer mentality to be the best. I think he got to be a little bit selfish and psychotic to try and be the best player. I don't think he has that in him. I think he's just a good dude that loves hoops and wants to do content as well as hoop. But now this is getting professional to where you can't split your time in between both. You got to be putting full time into the basketball. So it's not that Frigga got worse. It's just the amount of talent and preparation around him has gotten so much more that he probably has to decide like, okay, do I want to try and become the best, or do I want to just be pretty good and be the best content guy? And it's like, I think that's the route he's going to. Correct me if I'm wrong. I probably would do the same. Am I biased in thinking Rob's still top 2? Absolutely biased. But that's why we love these discussions. The only reason I don't have Rob in those discussions is literally just the amount of games played. That's it. Talent-wise, yeah, he's I mean, if you said Rob's number 1 talent-wise, like yeah, okay. It's just the amount of games played. I think it's really tough to rank someone who has 14 games against people that have like 40, you know. 3 years ago, I don't think I watched both of them. Okay, so I've only seen one, but I might react to Scoob Kell again. That was one of my favorite games. Him and Nas didn't even feel like he meant what he was saying. It was mainly to hype up the game. Nas takes everything personal. Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's kind of that mentality I was talking about. Frigga's a content machine. He knows how to set himself up for a yeah, 100%. And this is not a knock. It's a skill that I wish more of these one-on-one players had. Because they would blow up on YouTube. But some of these guys just hoop and have no personality. Frigga is like he can do both. Co-owner of TNC has a big following. Has 2 young sons. Yeah. He's basketball is not his end all be all. A career through basketball, but not playing. You know, not only playing. He can just do so many other things. Lining up in the cold, 2+ out. Damn. Oh yeah, that's whack. That's the stuff that from city to city can be so different. And I'm hoping it just eventually gets fixed, gets better. I think that's where TNC having their own facility, that really helps. Obviously, they're not traveling as much, but they're in control of a lot of that stuff. Everything that happens around that facility, they can be in control of. Hey, when you show up here, this is how long it takes to get in. This is how we do. I think that's one of the benefits of that sort of stuff. Good enough at hoops and in his own business lane, yeah. If you were coaching Isote, what would you have him work on to get him in the top 5? I don't know. I don't really know if I feel comfortable answering that without having like film in front of me to watch. Honestly, it's more basically just having a game plan, knowing your kill spots, what to get to. But again, that's the advice I give to each player is like advice I give every player. Everyone having this mindset mentality works. 14 games wouldn't be an issue if he was 14-0. Yeah, it's 12-2. That's the problem. The loss is just way more because he hasn't played as much. Scar, yeah, just because we've been watching Scar for so long, but at the same time, we're waiting for that switch to flip, and I think there's still that opportunity for it to happen. D3 vlogs way back when, yeah, I saw a couple of those, but it was when COVID started when I really started seeing Frigga's content. I feel that Rob doesn't have as many games. Yeah, I think Rob got in right when the trend was don't play a lot of games, but beat good players. And the trend it switched so quick. Like now it's, playing more games is better. It happened like in 5 months, 4 months. So I think some players are still stuck in that trend. Like, okay, I can't play a lot of games because if I lose, whatever. But if you look at all the players that are playing a lot of games, like their name is getting out there, they're getting talked about. Who's getting talked about more, Rob or Pat? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm obviously saying like you'd like to win more games, but playing more games and being out there more is just better. Then if you are also ultra talented like a Rob and you're winning, then it's like, oh, imagine where he'd be if he had like 10 more wins. Looking for some kind of opportunity late this year or sometime next year to fly out and see a game in person. Man, the vibe in person, it's well worth it. It's far better in person than I thought it would be. Talent versus skill percent. Nas was Frigga Undertaker. And that's another thing that changed, right? Frigga was arguably number 1 in the space and probably didn't realize how quickly like the space would go. Maybe he did. Maybe he did see how quickly it was changing. But then you lose to Nas and it's like, oh, Nas is here. But then it's like, oh, boom, Scoob, Zay, Lamar Peters is coming. Like Rob is here. And it's like, oh, shoot, like that was quick. And now, okay, we don't play a lot of games, but we just play the top players and hopefully I win and I can hold on to that number 1 title for a long time. 5 months later, boom, okay, that's over quick. Like it's only working for Nas, even though because he has 40 games under his belt. So he can slow down and just pick and choose. But for everyone else, it's like, damn, I got to get to that 40 games before I can do that. And it's going to change again. Whatever the algorithm is to be the best player right now, it's going to change again in 5 months. Wow, I caught a stream. Thanks for being here. Didn't have as many games because back then. Yeah. Again, it was just a different time. J. Lou still come to the ones. Sometimes I think he does, but he's another person who I think has found his niche and is he understands what his value is in the basketball world, and he just doubles down. I think more people got to figure out, well, like, what do you offer? Go offer that. Everyone wants to offer being the number 1 player. Everyone's like, I want to be number 1, so I'm going to try to be number 1. It's like, yeah, but not all of you can do that. Some of you don't need to try and be number 1. Some of you just need to, honestly, that's why as much as I disliked it, and it wasn't for me personally, that's why I respected what Shadell was doing. I don't think Shadell was trying to be the number 1 player. He was trying to find his niche. Now, I can personally disagree with it, and I think he was going too far with it. But he's also finding that balance too of like, okay, how much do people want to see entertainment? How much do they want to see me take it serious? And he's trying. He started a podcast. He's doing their ads now. He's finding his niche in the basketball space of like, how do I keep this going without being the best player? Whereas there's a lot of guys that are like, I'm going to be the best. And I'm like, buddy, you're delusional. you're not good at all. You know, I feel like for Scoob, his niche is play. I check up. I'm the checkup guy. I'll play against anyone. I'll play against anyone. I won't back down. And then I'll win a ton of games. Like, that's who I'm going to be. Rob is like Thanos, right? He can beat anybody, but it's like, okay, if you're not playing games, people forget. Pat's another one who's like, I'm the guy they're going to throw out and expect me to lose every game. And it's like, okay, that's who he is. But now he's winning some games, and that narrative is changing. People are like, hey, okay, Pat's not that guy. Okay, Pat's finding it. Everyone's just finding their niche. And I think that's where this year is going to take a lot of players. Who's the most underrated 1v1 player? Well, I was going to say before this last game I just watched with Fombi, I was going to say someone like a Bijan. But now, underrated. Well, now I guess we can say like someone like a Rob now. He's like ranked 7. So, I mean, if you beat him, if you're number 8, if you're Bruce and you beat Rob, like you don't move up very high. But if you're like a Scoob and you lose to Rob, your ranking changes because like where they're at on the thing now. So maybe Rob, honestly. Shadell can be the mascot. Left-hand Dom for finding that middle ground, knowing he can't be number 1. But yeah, and it's like, okay, the trash talk has to match my ability. And Dom has definitely done that. He's improved his ability and he's pulled back on the trash talk. Not saying he doesn't trash talk, but it's like, it's realistic. Now he'll say stuff like, you suck and you can't beat me. And it's like, damn, is that true? Man, maybe I can't beat this guy. Whereas before he would say stuff like, I'm the best, nobody can beat me. It's like, okay, well, that's a little different. Have I covered Malik versus Dom? No. About to watch that now. We're going to watch that in 3 minutes. Pat is no longer a career starter. I'm telling you, Pep as well. Pep is, all right, I'm going to go beat all the normies. I'm going to go, anyone that thinks they can beat me, I'm going to take your money. And it's like, that's what we like to see. King of Hoops, thank you for the $2. Magazine is fire. Think he should be a guest? Yeah, we should have Trees on here if he ever wants to hop on. I was hoping to get this video out, get the magazine video out. That way people see it. They can follow, we can build it up a bit, and then he can come on. So maybe next week, have him on and talk about it, and you guys can ask questions. I think that'd be dope. Rob at 7 is insane. It feels insane, but again, you look at the records and it's like, I understand it. Jam versus Rello. I don't know who that is, but I don't know. Sounds like a snack. Pause. I don't mean it like that. I mean, it sounds like a 1v1 space like boxing, basketball, and WWE all in one. It is. It is. Lat should be rated higher. I don't think so. I think skill-wise, yeah, but it just doesn't have enough games or important wins. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Squadulent, you can't do eye test. I think you could before when everyone had like 3 games. But now the basketball is pretty much taking care of itself. Line them up. The players will fall where they may. I don't know why your alert didn't come through, King of Hoops. The Boss, what up? Is it too early for a Bijan on pay-per-view? I think not. He's a must-see. So, first of all, thank you for the $5. I do think, personally, Bijan on a pay-per-view, I think would be amazing. I think it would be great, and I think he's earned it. For people that watch the scene a lot, or watch the scene but don't keep up with the newer players, they might feel some type of way, thinking he skipped the line a little bit. But I've seen a lot of the games he's had, and some of his games haven't gone up yet online. I think he's well-deserving, and I think the next card is so stacked. Scoob versus Nas. Then you got left-hand Dom Malik. You got LP Zay. It's so stacked that I actually think the next 2 games should be new players, or should be players that, unless Davo's trying to just stack out the rest of the card, I think those sort of games would actually be perfect. Like, who are the next 2 up-and-comers, something like that. But what do you guys think? TNC League game to 100. I heard it was good. We're watching Tariq game today. Maybe that's the other game we can cover. We can do that. What Pep did, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Pep. I think the way he trash talked his way onto the scene, not a fan of, but hey, got him a foot in the door, and then once he did, he definitely didn't let go. So I respect it. Definitely respect it. 1v1 in the Olympics, it's a possibility. I could see that happening. Pro overseas, but could you have imagined yourself playing on a platform like this consistently during my prime? That's why I'm involved with it now, because I think it's perfect. I made it overseas. I talk about this a lot. I made it overseas just randomly. It just happened. I never knew it was a pathway that I could take. I didn't know how to do that. Didn't have an agent. I didn't think it was a possibility. But then just through college connections, someone just called me and was like, hey, do you want to come play overseas? And I was like, I guess I'll try. But if one-on-one was a thing when I was here and it's in the States, I would have been preparing for that the whole time, because I'm like, man, this is a thing that's right there. I can do it. And then I can advocate for myself. I can reach out to the platform. I can send in game film. I can do this myself. So I like the one-on-one space for that. It allows people to take agency of their own journey and go make something, make a name for themselves. I think that's the dopest thing. In basketball, there's so much politics. There's so much gatekeeping. There's so much nonsense that happens that so many people fail without getting a chance. Like, again, I had a 9-year career overseas, and I'm looking at some of these guys, and I'm like, damn, like, you didn't make it. How? Like, you should be somewhere. You should be getting paid full time to play. So now that there's an avenue for these players that got gate kept, or the politics kept them out of it, now they can just go take control of it themselves. That's why I respect. I think Scoob was the one that really made me understand what this space is about. Him going on tour, starting his own YouTube channel, traveling around the America and just playing people. Like, shit, that reminds me of my journey going to college, when I'm like, all right, I've got to go figure this out. I'm going to travel around America and go to tryouts. I'm just going to drive. I'm going to hop in my car. I'm just going to drive to different colleges and go to their tryouts. And that's how I got onto my college team. And then I get people all the time telling me like, I never made it to college because no one recruited me. And it's like, buddy, sometimes you got to drive around America and find a place. So when I saw Scoob doing that, I really started respecting it. And then I started realizing that, oh, he can actually really hoop. That kind of startup mentality is what the one-on-one space is. Bijan versus Teo. I don't like that matchup. Bijan versus AB. I think Bijan versus, we said it, Bijan versus like a Dooley, I think would be perfect. Who reminds me the most of myself? Oh, it's funny. Yeah, there you go. I think the mentality wise, probably Scoob. Of just like, I was not just so much better than anyone that people would push me to be like, oh, that's the guy that's going to make it. I was like the underdog for so long. And then one day it just flipped where I wasn't the underdog anymore. And then I was the decision maker. And I was like, okay, now that I'm the gatekeeper and decision maker, the alert only just popped up. Now that I'm the gatekeeper, I'm going to allow everyone to come through. I'm going to allow anyone that wants to work. You know, I want to set the rules. I want to set the rules now. That was my goal. That's why now that I have this platform, I want all the smaller players. I want everyone that doesn't have a voice. I want you guys to be able to come on and have a voice. That's why I interviewed all the smaller players first. That's why I want to keep reaching out to smaller players. That's why I'm going to the smaller platforms, because it's like I was that smaller player, smaller platform that just needed like somebody, just somebody give me a chance. Devo adds more popular players to the rest of the card. Don't you think it will be oversaturated? Yes and no. Obviously, like, too much of a good thing, right? But as a fan, like, load up the card, man. Load it up. Give me more value for money. Thank you, King of Hoops, for the $2 again. Frigga's return game would do numbers. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Rob versus Bijan would be great. That would be a great game. Imagine Nas winning gold medal. Putting that dude with Rob already. Not necessarily, but hey, it'd be their play style is so similar. You got to watch Bijan. They play so similar. Did the same thing as Scoob, True Pot. Yes, Frigga as well. And I've mentioned him a lot. I've mentioned him multiple times like that. It went to a Division III college, and then at some point became the #1 player on YouTube. It built an entire industry now. Dang lost to a regular. I heard about that. Have you watched Kel's DC event ones yet? I have not. GMV, thank you for the $2. I have not watched that. Is that on his channel? Is that MJM or his channel? Charles from TNC. I remember the name. I'd remember him if I saw him. Too slow and too predictable now? Yeah, but he didn't get worse. It's just everyone else got so much better. Respect for that view of helping people out, for sure. I mean, we all need help, right? And some people, that's the thing. Some people got help and made it to the top and didn't realize they had help. And so they act like they did it all by themselves. And I hate that attitude too. No mini games that will be on the card. No, how many games? No, we don't. I'm speaking to Davo tonight, though. I'm talking to Davo tonight about it, I think. How many is too many? I would say probably 5 is probably the sweet spot. Next expectation for the next pay-per-view, because this is a lot of players. It is. But again, Bull, think about how we got to this pay-per-view. And this is why I like OTD so much. Again, each platform has their strength, right? OTD's strength, I think, has been let the basketball take care of itself. Don't try to hide games and hold them off for later. Because what if we held off Dom and Malik, and then Malik loses 2 in a row, and then Dom loses a game? Now that game is gone. What about LP and Zay? One of them loses. That game doesn't mean as much, right? Like the Nas LP game. That Nas LP game. Sorry, I just got a message. Let me see. All right. Shouldn't have read that message. Maybe a short stream today. Rally. What was I talking about? Okay, so OTD does a good job of putting out the games that need to happen and let the basketball take care of itself, because hopefully there's other matchups for the next pay-per-view that are also being built up. So I would think isn't Summer Jam going to be the next one probably? So Summer Jam would have like, you still got those top 4 matchups that need to happen at some point, which is like LP, Zay, Scoob, Nas, like in some order you can mix those up. But then you've got the Bijans, you've got the Dooleys, you've got the Keems, you've got the Bruces, you've got so many more players still like to build up their games and their matchups coming through. So I think there's unlimited matchups. And when we start thinking that scarce mentality, like, save some for later, I think that's when you outthink yourself. And I would rather someone go, hey, when that game is there, I'm going to give it, and then go, okay, where do we have to, I'll figure it out later. We'll figure that part out when we get there. Instead of thinking, all right, save these games for later on, and then them never happen. Like the Rob Nas game, like it just never happened. Cell saying he thinks the 3 games they announced should have been the main event on their own card. And they're missing out on money doing. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you think about it like that, everyone says like, oh, it's a business. As a business, I do it this way. And it's like, okay, but what do we complain about the NBA with? Everything they do is like money. They think about money all the time, right? Money. What can I do? More money, more money, more money, more money. And then at some point they're like, hold on, can we think about the basketball? I think people that think with money first, it starts skewing like why you did it in the first place. Davo started OTD because he wants to see the matchups, because he wants to see the games, and he's a fan in the space. So it's like, keep doing what got you to where you're at, and then the rest will take care of itself. I think there's infinite basketball. I think there's infinite matchups. I think we're going to keep finding new players. Jerome Randall, we just found, still got Nesco, doesn't have a game. Like, we've got infinite players and infinite matchups that I think trying to save them and trying to keep wait for the perfect time and catch lightning in a bottle, I think that's also a dangerous strategy. Charles ruptured his Achilles. Damn. Frigga could get better quickly. What do you think is the hardest part? The Crow Guy. Thank you for the $10. Another dono just for dono's sake. What are your GOAT basketball shoes? I've said this before. The Kyrie, I think they were Kyrie 2s, were probably my favorites. But also there was a pair of LeBrons I had. I can't remember what they were, but they had a little air bubble in the back. They felt like pillows when you're playing. I really liked those, but I also like the Kobe's. The 1v1 landscape remind me of SPO shoes, and I remember that I loved them so hard. Their player one shoes are basically Kobe 8s. Yeah, so it was the Kobe 8s I liked. What are SPOs? Is that Spreewells? Side betting on these games is getting, it is. I think the people involved with the games should not do that now that it's getting to where it's at. I don't know. I could be wrong. Might quit hooping to go be a chef and get me a Michelin star, bro. This dinner I cooked. What'd you make? Big games on the same pay-per-view spaces them out more. Yeah, true. I can see both sides of it. Boss called. No, it wasn't that. It was a personal friend just passed away. Sorry for dampening things. Age and how quickly is yeah, definitely. D Lamb said, dang, got belted. I saw that. I've noticed that every pay-per-view a game goes unexpected, throws a wrench in a future game, but creates a new storyline, which is a beauty. Yeah, DeBoss, thank you again for the $5. I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone talks about, so many people are complaining about the last OTD event, and it was like, yeah, a lot of things went wrong. But now look how excited everyone is for this next pay-per-view event. And some people are going to watch to be like, what's going to go wrong next? And it's just like, you can either be paralysis by analysis, be scared to do things because of all the reasons why it won't work, or why all the reasons you shouldn't do it. One reason I like Davo is he just does things. He just does things. So sometimes I think the best thing to do is like, all right, jump in, try to give good content, and then figure out the rest later. There's pros and cons to that. But I like that OTD does that. TNC is the opposite. TNC is like, hey, we're going to dot our I's, cross our T's, mind our P's and Q's. We're going to do everything the right way. And we need to know how this is going to turn out. So I think the fact that we have different platforms and they do these different things, it gives us so much more content, I think. Company, serious player only. Okay. I was like, are those Spreewells? They had the little spinners. It's the risk you take for fighting, playing comp. Sexy players only. Don't be my first block on the channel. Made some mac and cheese. Jordan sneakers aren't good for hooping. No. I've always said that. And I don't think Jordans look good on, I'm 6'6". I don't think Jordans look good on players that are over 6'3". They just look like big Legos. They've always got some plastic piece on them. So I feel lost. No, it is what it is. It's part of life. Things happen. I'll deal with it. I'll compartmentalize. I'll deal with that after stream. Improve themselves over time. Plus, they sell their midsoles separately. If you ever prefer. D Wade's China shoe did that as well, I think. Weren't too sad. Not necessarily. We all kind of saw this coming 3 months ago. I actually found out about it. Damn, y'all are going to make me deal with this on stream, aren't you? Found out about it while I was at my last OTD event. And when I was on the way home, I got the call that things were not looking great. But again, things happen. So the only thing I ask, I'm not going to deal with this on stream right now, but this is what I try to do when these sort of things happen in life. Sometimes I wake up and I'm tired and I want to complain that I didn't get enough sleep, or some dog is barking outside and it's going to mess up my sleep and I'm angry and things are bad, or I stubbed my toe and it's the worst day ever. I bit my tongue. I burnt the food I was cooking. I dropped something on the ground and I broke a plate. Whatever. Things happen, right? Shit happens. When things happen, I always try to think back to, I'm getting choked up, okay? I always think back to these moments and I try to think, could be worse. My life's not that bad. I'm still here. So I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to talk too much about it. I'll deal with this like in my personal time. We'll talk basketball. But yeah, I think there is a lesson that I don't want to completely avoid these things, because I think it's really good lessons for people to learn. Again, like when we complain about paying too much for pay-per-views, this is why I don't react the way I react to some of the things. When that pay-per-view happened and things went bad, obviously I'm not happy about it. And my inside of me, when something goes wrong, I'm going to yell and scream, this sucks. Like, we got to fix it. This is the worst day of my life. But because I've had so many life experiences to be like, it's fine. The referees they butchered a call. They're going to have to deal with that. That's fine. Life goes on. I think we definitely need to try. You should try and temper your emotions and look through that lens as much as possible. Obviously, you're entitled when things happen to feel how you feel, but always try to remember, like, it could be worse. I'm doing pretty good. I'm living in the wealthiest nation, in the wealthiest time of human history. I'm okay. I'm pretty fine. Way of Wade's has drop-in midsoles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was one of the best selling points of those shoes, right? He really turned things up. That's what I'm saying. I'm not running cover for Davo. Like, he's got to own up to his mistakes. He's got to own up to the things that happen. But I'm like, he's also putting all his money and effort and time into it. Okay, keep going. Go off, King. Like, that's his stuff to deal with. And yes, there's things I want to be better, but I speak to him personally. We have conversations, and we're usually on the same page with that sort of stuff. So I don't really have an issue. Now, it would be an issue if I was talking to him and he just acted like it was other people's fault, or he was like, this is actually not me, or whatever. That's completely different. Zay only wears Jordan 13s. Maybe that's why he takes such good angles. When you're in your prime in the off season, what was your workout and eat schedule? Off season, mainly a lot of playing. And because I was in my prime, I really just ate whatever I wanted to in my off season, because I was burning it off anyways. And I probably lifted every single day. I tried to lift as heavy and as strong as possible. Ate whatever I wanted, and I just played. I'd probably play 3 to 4 times a week. Workout when I felt like it, like shooting or dribbling, those type of workouts. I'd do it when I felt like, but really it was more so playing. Have the same mindset. It's good to have. Nas versus Rob. I think Malik versus Dom happening. Well, I hope so. I think it'd be great. Do I read books often? I not so much anymore. I used to read a lot, but now I ingest most of my ideas and thought-provoking stuff through YouTube, through watching like YouTube videos, just passively in the background or something. Complain too much, it literally rewires your brain to think that. Yeah, I agree. Feel like the difference between Malik versus Dom and Rob versus Nas. Yeah, I think so too. Malik is hungry for some games and sees the pathway forward for him is playing more different small guards. So he's doing what he thinks is best for him. Dom's doing I think the more people do what they think is best for them, it'll just move the space forward. Way of Wade and Spo Player 1. Like 808s are a fun shoe for players, but the Player 1 is where you need real performance. What's so good about the 13? I don't know. Hoops and hip hop has long been an intersection. Yeah, that's another thing. It's just got that vibe to it. Should we get to the vid? Sorry, Crow Guy. My bad. Like I said, things popped up and happened, so my brain wasn't necessarily straight on content, but I'll get back to it. Let's get to the Malik vid. What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. This video, we're going to get to the Malik. Am I not? Oh, this is not my normal channel. That's why. I don't need y'all to see my burner account email, so let's switch the account real quick. I was wondering, I know I'm subscribed to TNC, but this is my YouTube premium account here.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there we go. It's my YouTube premium account. I told you we were subscribed. Go like, go subscribe. This is Malik versus Twan. The reason we're reviewing this is because we're going to break down the Dom Malik pay-per-view matchup. So,
welcome back to the next chapter. We just saw an amazing.
Oh, this is Beasley and Lance too.
Come back in that 3-on-3.
These are the best ones.
The record is now 5-4. Team Lance is currently up. This is your man right here. Born ready. There was a lot of.
They say he's undefeated.
Yeah.
He's never lost.
And once.
He got so much tape on. He didn't stretch. He stand like this all day. He didn't play He didn't even play a game. He got all this tape on. He's tired. What is he sore? Need a massage. You ready? Cause you playing against who? Say his name, please.
Well, I miss these Lance versus Beasley videos.
Say his name.
I don't know. Oh, your son?
Say his name.
Born Jr.? Baby Born Jr.? Baby Born Jr. You let a grown man, name you. No, your name is Baby Born. You're Baby Born. We call you Baby Born right here. He got a grown man name you.
I think I don't usually like these face-offs before the game just because the players don't usually have much to say. Like, just get into the game. If you're going to do a face-off like this every time and have someone talking trash on your behalf, I think it's perfect.
It ain't me. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at your coach. He calling you his son. I wasn't even supposed to say nothing for this one. My man about to burn you.
What up, Gold?
Oh. Shut up, Lance.
Yo, burn him up. Burn him, Paul.
Malik, how you feel? My bad. How you feel? You were supposed to play a one-on-one against Pat, but so far Pat's hurt, so I know you were itching to play that game. And
I'm ready. I can't wait to play this guy. I've been stretching. I'm ready. I'm gonna do it.
You just don't know what respect is.
all right,
You just don't know.
What is that?
all right.
Wait, time out. You cheating, bro. You always put white first.
Let it work.
You cheating, bro.
Let it finish.
It's finished.
Let it finish.
He can't shoot. Let him shoot. Let him shoot the first one. He can't shoot. He can't shoot.
All right. Okay, subscribe to The Next Chapter. Leave a like on the video. Remember, June 6th, live on TNTLeague.com. There's a massive pay-per-view coming. Lance Irving basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Next Chapter. Today we have another episode, Chapter 2, Season 2. Malik
Chapter 2,
versus
Season
Twan.
2.
And Bees is pulling up a chair. What a microphone, right?
Beasley on commentary.
Okay. I ain't got to say much, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a good one.
We good? We good? Mills, how you feeling about this matchup, man?
It's about to get physical. Quick. Real quick. And one thing about Malik, he's not – I know Twan is super physical. Malik's not going to go for that. I'm not saying he's going to win that physical battle, but he's not going for it at the
He's
same
not
time.
going for it at all.
Yeah. So it's going to be a clash.
Nigga ain't said a word all morning.
What you said, Bees?
He ain't said a word all morning.
Oh, yeah. He does that, though.
He does.
Malik does that.
Has TNC spoken about doing something like this again, like an NBA player on each side? I know, didn't they do it with Chalmers and Beasley too? Is this something they're gonna go back to?
I will say this. We saw Ray Ford. That was his first one-on-one. This isn't Malik's first go-round.
Right. Wow.
I'm from the trenches. I'm from the dirt, nigga. The last stop in New York. I'm from the last stop of New York, nigga. I don't think y'all niggas understand that. The last stop of...
I haven't seen the Beasley versus Lance game still.
You seen the Warriors? Did you see the Warriors? You ain't see the Warriors. You gotta see the Warriors, bro.
What I am curious to see is if Malik can attack the rim with somebody as physical as Twan is.
Yeah. All right, that was the last possession. Twan, next possession, straight to the rim.
I will say, already looking at this, I'd like to see Malik get downhill if he's going to be playing Dom. First couple possessions, you got to attack.
Hey, his jumper shot.
This gonna be a stiff game, Paul.
Trash.
We gonna be here long.
98% chance he's to the rim this possession.
That shit is not loose.
He's not shooting here.
Baby boy.
Yeah.
This shit is
Nah, he's scared.
is
Look,
uptight.
look. He can't get no.
Wow. He got pushed out.
That's
Good
tough.
shot.
That was a tough
If he has to make that for the entirety of the game,
Right.
that's tough.
That was good defense.
Oh, he got by there.
That was good defense.
I was going to say earlier, I didn't want to because Malik was playing good D, but he looks like he's jumping too much. Like his feet are shifting way too much. And Twan caught him moving his feet. So he didn't want him to step outside his foot here. So that's fine. But then he gives him the foot like way too easy. See how he gives him the outside foot again? Way too easy. So now Malik has to like really drop his hips to recover.
That was good.
And he's so much out of position because he's so worried about him going over his right foot. But it's like if he goes right and he goes at that angle, that's not like a bad deal. Don't worry too much about that. And instead gave him like straight line drive to the back. That's the worst thing you can give up in one-on-one or in basketball in general, just straight line drive. And when I was overseas, one of the coaches was just saying, one of his sayings they would always say is just like, if you give up a straight line drive, I can't play you.
Defense.
Oh,
because like help side can't even help you at that point. So even though it's one-on-one, like that same layup would have happened in a real game.
oh my, that's a nuke. Yo, that's a nuke.
Hey, hold on, Lane. I didn't know he was dunking from the three-point line. What was that?
That's a predator missile.
He's
Dunk
too
that motherfucker.
tight.
And shot it off one leg.
And one.
Like he's given up 2 straight line drives so far.
And one.
Definitely can't do that against Dom.
They go coach. He
You
said
need
he
to
said
do
he
this.
good.
Yo, you gotta do these. Look, you gotta do these.
Like watching.
You gotta stretch. You too tight, nigga. He's too tight. Like I'm trying to tell you, he's tight.
All right, watch. Watch.
Foul. We worked on that.
Watch.
Damn, I don't know, man. I know I've seen Malik play since I know what he's capable of. I know he's cold.
Foul.
But damn, everything Twan doing right now is like the Dom 101.
We worked on that. Hold it up, please. Hold it up. Please hold it up. Please hold it up. You gotta play D every possession.
There you go, Bees.
Bro, that's not a foul.
Bro, these bluebirds is cooking.
What you got in that tea right there, B? What's going on? Talk to me.
I got 3 spearmint bags,
Okay.
a peach, a country time peach,
Okay.
and a wild cherry.
Okay.
I got oranges, strawberries,
Okay.
and blueberries.
You got all that.
Oranges.
Strawberries.
Jab. Oh, so
Okay.
Crow guy is saying I got to get the marker out. The same thing happened here. The same thing happened here. So what I talk about all the time, the reason I don't stop this because I've spoken about it so much in other videos. When I'm talking about this footwork here and this foot here, so we always say like the goal is to get this foot outside this foot or get this foot because this is pivot. Try to get this foot across this foot, right? So you're playing this little game of cat and mouse, just constantly playing this game of cat and mouse when you're in triple threat. As a defensive player, you are going to have to move your feet a bit and keep adjusting a bit, but you don't want to be on the defensive. You don't want to be like, oh, when he moves his foot, so when Malik moves his foot here, I've got to move my foot there. And then when Malik moves his foot here, I move both my feet and I move over here. Because then you're at the offense's mercy. They can jab, get you to step over, and then they can cross at the same time, and you're reacting, right? So what you would ideally do on defense is you would be moving your foot up to make Malik think he's got to step this direction, and before he does, you're like cutting off that direction and then trying to like push him away. So you're on the attack. It's like it's like judo. You're trying to think what he's about to do, or you're moving your feet. If I move my foot here, Malik's going to try to attack over the top. So while his foot is in the air right here, can I push on his hip? Can I push on his hip so that it pushes him backwards and he's off balance? These are the little foot battles that you play. Again, it's just a lot of Kobe Bryant stuff. Go watch Kobe Bryant play, and this is all the footwork stuff that he was really big on. Instead, Twan and Malik so far, they're both just like reacting to where the other person's foot goes.
Oranges,
See, like, look how far he jabbed him off. So the jab 3 is there.
Oranges.
And look, he's going to react again. Oh, his foot moved.
Strawberry.
So I've got to drop my foot again. He's just reacting to where Malik's foot is going. You want to be trying to dictate where his foot goes. That's why I usually advocate for send someone left, send someone right. Let's just send them one way. So I'm not reacting to what your foot is doing. I'm just where I'm going to be. And you're going to have to figure it out. Once you start going one direction, okay, now we can play what I call real basketball.
Okay.
You got all that.
And it's just letting it cook in 212 degrees water.
See how he drops his foot every time Malik moves his foot there? So it's like Malik is in control of this whole situation. Right now, Twan's just in disadvantage. So I've broken this down a lot. So again, hopefully that makes sense. We're neutral right now. You don't want to be in disadvantage the whole time. It's almost impossible to play.
With some honey in it too.
He's playing catch up. Oh, drop his foot. So now he's playing catch up. Shot fake.
With some honey in it.
Oh, dropped his foot. Shot fake. I'm jumping because I'm so far behind. And he just goes.
Oh.
Tricked off the layup.
Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, so as the defender here, if I'm defending Malik.
12 degrees water.
So right here already. So when he catches this ball, my hand is on his hip because this foot's coming off the ground. So while his foot's in the air, if I just barely push him, because he only got one foot on the ground, it's going to push his body away. And so now I'm in advantage. Malik's turned away from the basket. I get to push a little bit, get him off balance a little bit. He might start dribbling out of disadvantage like what Zay was doing to Bruce. And I've got him to waste 2 dribbles. Or he might battle, get back in front, jab, shot fake, jab, jab, jab. And now we're back in neutral. And it's like, okay, at least he had to work to get back in neutral. But now that we're back in neutral, we can play this little mind game where I'm just going to force you one way. When you jab, I'm not going to fall for it. When you shot fake, I'm definitely not going to fall for it. I'm staying down. So that way I take away your jab, I take away your shot. I'm not going until you run. Once you run, now we're playing real basketball. So if I can put you into that box of just going full speed left. Now let's see what counters you have. Can you go full speed left and beat me to the basket? Oh, you can't? I'm just going to keep making you do that. Can you go full speed left and you can beat me to the basket? Okay, full speed left. Now I'm going to cut you off. Do you have a counter? Can you go behind the back? Can you spin? Oh, you can't do that? Well, I'm just going to keep putting you in that scenario then over and over. I'm never going to fall for your shot fake though. I'm never going to fall for your jab. Then it's like, oh, he's faking full speed left and I'm cutting it off. And now he's going right. And I'm like, okay, now we're playing a new game. Can he go full speed right to the basket? Oh, can I cut him off when he goes full speed right? Can he count? Oh, he can't count it with his right. I'm going to keep sending him right. It's like you learn the player you're playing against, what they can do, what they can't do, and you just play to your strength, play to their weakness, right? But what a lot of players do on defense, they have a game plan, and they're just like, I'm just going to jump at every shot fake. I'm going to take every jab step. I don't know which direction I want to send you. Like, I'm just here reacting. And it's like, dude, like, he might not even be able to go this direction. Try it and see. Like, don't take everything away. Just take 1 or 2 things away and see if he can do this other thing.
With some honey in it too.
Oh.
Hey, what the fuck are y'all doing? Day, get the fuck off my basketball court.
Good wall up.
I think I already broke down Malik versus Boog on the channel.
Impressed by Malik's ability
Or no, was that pay-per-view?
to keep Twan out of
I watched
the
it.
paint. So far. This is the first guy that I've seen keep Twan out of the paint.
So this was good.
Yeah.
This is real basketball. All right, so I'm just going to stay down. Don't fall for the jabs. Now we're playing real basketball. Oh, I cut him off. Like win the bump scenario. He spun. Okay, he's got that. All right, so next time I put him in that scenario, let's see if he spins again. If he spins again, I just play the spin. I'm just going to keep playing that same scenario. I'm going to try to force him to that scenario over and over and over and keep playing it and see what else he has. Some guys you play against are going to fake the spin and then spin back. And you're like, oh shit, okay, this guy's got some stuff. But I feel like defenders never force people into their first layer, second layer. Again, if you go back and watch Moon versus Frigga, I broke this down a ton. Like most defenders never make them get to their second layer. That should be your goal every time. Make him make 2 moves.
Burn this man up. All these shots he's missing, he's not gonna keep missing. He about to go.
Beans, do you believe in the law of averages?
He's just reacting to everything.
Murphy's Law and all that.
I love it.
Yo, he's locked.
I love it.
Ephraim's Law,
I
know
know
what
it.
Ephraim's Law is?
Real basketball
Ephraim's Law is the
to a
reverse of
spin.
Murphy's Law.
Simple basketball.
Explain that.
You know what Murphy's Law is, right?
No.
Murphy's Law is, like, you know, you ever been in a rush and be like, bro, everything bad that could go on goes wrong? That's Murphy's Law. Right. But if you know what Murphy's Law is, then you can reverse it to Ephraim's Law. Like, everything good that could go, right?
I love it.
Yeah, no Yo,
Beasley the philosopher.
Are we potting?
We're potting. But it's 7-6. And I'm really impressed.
What is Beasley talking
I'm
about?
really impressed with Malik. I know how good Twan is. He's playing to his.
Man, I really liked when they mic up the benches. Oh yeah, I shouldn't skip ahead like this. Forgot my internet is trash right
The
now.
question mark. I think he's answered it well so far.
Yes, he has. He has.
Socrates and Plato, more like Nocrates, Nocrates, and Play-No. This quality is abhorrent. Let's at least go 1080, right? I'm sorry for the internet, guys. Like I said, the weather is terrible outside. Let it buffer a little bit. Make him make 2 moves. If he does a third and makes a shot, move on to the next ball. Yeah, that's the thing. If he's made 2 moves, if he can go right and left and counter both sides, it's like, okay, this guy's just really good.
Malik, left wing, pulling up.
He got a stretch. Oh my
Like
goodness.
again, straight line drive. Man, he's just giving up so many straight line drives. Look, he moves with him. He reacts to the first little bounce. Now he's playing from disadvantage again. So this is definitely something can't do against Dom. You just definitely got to have a game plan and force him some direction first. You have to give up something. Can't take everything away. Can't guess.
Malik, right wing.
Too strong in the head.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
And Dom, I don't think is going to
He's
give
got
up
that
those
little
threes.
bounce screen animation. Leak up 2.
Oh, this is the first time I've seen Twan really think about the game here.
Straight line drive.
Yo, he got no moves.
He got no moves.
Wow.
There you go. He got second highest percentage shot in basketball because he had to counter 3 times. He missed. Yeah, good defense.
Who's in shape?
It's tough.
Who's
He
in
might have to
shape?
score in the mid if he can't get to
Who
the
in shape?
paint because Leak's all the way up on the 3, taking that away.
Textbook, chapter
Great
2,
shot.
one dribble.
He's actually probably going to have to do this a lot against Dom just to open up some stuff, just to get some separation. That's a
Chapter
good
2,
shot.
one dribble pull-ups.
Hey. He ain't doing nothing. Why y'all doing it?
Ew.
He ain't doing nothing. Why y'all doing it?
I'll answer that, Justin, after this
In
stream.
his pocket, taking
Right
away
after this video.
the triple threat 3, and then he's walling up here. There you go.
He's getting to that spin almost every time, right? Full speed left, spin back right. Let's see what Malik does to cut that off.
And I gonna give you no calls. Oh,
Good jab.
Full speed left. Got left out of the picture again.
yo, dance with him. He's tired. Look at him. Foul. Foul. Win a foul. You can't read.
He's walling up really
Good
well.
defense.
Stop calling for every 5. You're a tough guy. I hate that call.
Was he dipping?
Stop calling for
Is that apricot? Is that dried fruit? What is he? Is that a what y'all think that was in that canteen? A fruity beverage?
They're not teaching y'all right.
Timeout tomorrow.
Time out.
Why they put the hand on the shoulder? Just to keep him off balance a little bit.
He tired.
Here's my thing. This is the first time he's been walled up like that. He wasn't walled up like that by Cam in Minnesota.
Yo, I appreciate that, Brandon.
Like that with Ray Ford.
A Pete.
So this is his first time really getting walled up and being guarded.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the dude we just watched the other day at Blueprint. That's Matt.
And just go by a bit of layup. When you get him down there, take your time. Don't rush. Take your time.
Once you get there, once you get to the paint, take your time. That's it. You ain't gotta do nothing. You can really just go like this. Spin. Spin. Right there, take your time.
The one you just did when you got the layup.
You said you in shape.
Bro, how many coaches?
Okay. This is the first time out you called.
Bro, it's like he's just like, huh? Yep. Yep. Yep.
You called this.
I waited. Oh, yeah. Pop up. That's what we said. If he's not taking that jab 3 away, that's not covering laces like this. So they ain't calling. I don't want to waste shit.
Better to keep the hand low near the ball. Yeah, but then you'd have to be closer to them. So some players go shoulder because they don't have to close the gap as much.
What are you saying defensively? Like, do you like starting close up on, or you want to give him a step at all? Because he really hasn't taken it. Whatever you're doing is working.
I just working.
It's like mango.
He hit 2. And I know last game he hit 2 with Ray.
Top is Twan working. Got it.
Charge. I hate charges in one-on-one, but I mean, it was probably the right call. The reason I knew that it's the right call is like we'll watch right.
Got it.
Because you can see that's how I knew. I knew it was the right call right when that happened. Would never argue with that.
I knew he was going to get it. That's yesterday.
Yep. Took the first bump, sized them up.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Good job.
That's filthy. You made him be like this, right? You hope you know that. You made him act like this. Didn't play him yesterday. He like hell on that.
Damn. I don't know why he slowed down. He had him here.
Didn't play him yesterday. He like hell on that.
Like he had him inside the elbow. That's just a good jump, I guess, by Twan. Malik must have just lost the ball. Twan's pretty quick.
Oh, he's standing him up again. He's standing him up.
He's there. He's there.
Yeah, this is just. I don't want this to sound bad. This is It seems like two players that just don't have it figured out, and they're just figuring it out on the fly. Obviously, we've seen Malik play since then, and I've been really impressed with the way he plays. He's obviously improved. This game feels like they're both just still figuring it out. So there's just so many things that are just not efficient, and so many things that are just not like not making the right decision. But I will go and say that's what makes this one-on-one space so good. It's not fun to always watch the most elite, best top one-on-one guy, like 1 versus 2 all the time, right? Sometimes seeing guys that are pretty equal in the small guard division, guys that are equal in that 15 to 20, 15 to 30 range, sometimes that's a good game still. So because they're both making the same mistakes.
All that banging shit ain't gonna work.
And then it's just about who adjusts, who improves, who gets better at the things that they.
Oh my gosh, he's leaning.
Damn, he lost him. But like he already crossed him, and he's going into another. This is what I mean when you practice moves too much. I don't know if Malik does. This is something I see a lot. He crossed him and then took another dribble and then a sidestep, and now it's a good contest. Hey, you crossed him. What was the point of doing the move if you weren't ready to react off of it?
He's leaning.
How tall are these guys? Yeah, under 6 foot. Meets his edge up 99 on the scene. Gets a shape up every morning. Can I make any right calls? Absolutely not.
God
He
damn.
can't get out of it. He's stuck. He's stuck. He can't like this. Ooh, my shit.
Triple threat threes there. Off left.
Oh my, brother missile.
Hey, his jumper is shot. Don't let him shoot that bullshit.
Hey, straight line drop. That's what we talked about, right? He's only just now getting back to it, but full speed left. He's shown once you cut him off, he's going to spin back right. Now he goes into a counter, but no need to bite on the counter yet. Because I'm like, if he goes into a spin fade here, fine. But instead he overplays it, gives him a layup. Missed it, but that's the mini game I would be trying to put Malik into over and over. Try to force him left, see what else he has.
Shot it again.
Oh,
That's pretty.
There we go. And I'd live here if I was Twan. If he goes over your foot and goes east and west and ends up with a long two, like this is what you give up by playing with that high foot like what Twan is doing, but don't react to the jab. If he goes this way, that's fine. That's a good shot. It's a long two. I live with that. Just do not give up layups. Do not give up straight line drives because you're trying to take that away. Does that make sense?
Matchup, honestly, going into, I was not worried for
6 for 18.
Malik, but I'm
5 for 16. Okay.
Can he out Malik, I think.
I wonder what, once we start getting more percentages, I wonder what a good percentage is for the one-on-one scene. Because I really think like 40%, 45% is probably where you want to be in 5-on-5, but you get open shots. You have teammates. I wonder what a good field goal percentage is for one-on-ones. That'd be interesting to see. Maybe 40, 38 to 40%, somewhere around there, you think? What do you guys
the
think?
only issue is if he can handle Twan if he got outside his frame.
Yo, what up, Mick? Talked about what?
Reality. Right. But I think Twan needs to find a way into that mid-range area.
I agree.
He doesn't.
Malik plays how you want to play?
He doesn't have to do. Oh my God!
40?
Oh my God!
Think 40%?
Yo.
I can see that. Oh, damn. My bad. So now he's, instead of being with that high foot like he just was, and taking away the three, and taking away the full speed right, taking away two options, he's backed up now, right? Because he just scored. So it's like, I don't want him to get into his pull up. I got to be ready. And then he just gives up a wide open three. So this is why you just don't want to be playing from behind as a defender. Like going with the game plan, stick with it, and then be like, all right, if I lose because he keeps hitting these long pull up twos, I'll live with it. But if you give him open jab threes, which is the most efficient shot in one-on-one, and then you're also giving up layups, I think it's really hard to beat players that way.
I love his confidence, man. It's there. He's shooting.
Field goal or threes? Just field goals in general. Bruce versus Dooley, 20%.
He's just reading what Twan's giving him. So obviously he'll put it on the floor here. Spin off. Good defense.
Hey, we saw it, right? So are we seeing some habits from Malik? And this is not a Malik thing. This is how I look at the game with every player. Every player has their thing that they go to. When I'm up and pressuring, so if I'm Twan, hey, when I'm up and pressuring and forcing him full speed left.
So he'll put it on the floor here.
Every time he goes full speed left and I cut him off, he always spins back right.
Spin off.
That's his only counter. So I'm just going to keep doing that and see if he can beat me with that one counter every time, over and over and over, because he's not been successful spinning back, going full speed left. So I've got to keep him over there, but I can't back up and give him the shot. I can't overplay the jab to the right. I don't care if he goes right. Like, I just can't overplay it and then let him get a straight line drive.
Off.
That you live with long twos? Okay.
Good defense.
Zoe versus Munson? No, we haven't done that yet.
Way to get into the mid-range area.
I agree, B.
The jab,
35%.
you don't have to shoot it. You don't have to get all the way to the rim. Find a middle ground.
Yeah. Get to that 10-footer. Twan said no. Shut up.
No.
On the floor.
And one.
I like those being called on the shot. I've talked about that a lot. just because it's one-on-one. I think if it's actually TNC is probably fine. They call more fouls. OTD ball is life. I think they got to give more leeway. They got to start cracking down a bit more on some of the calls. Yeah, Malik is just living with allowing Twan to get to spot. He can't do this with Dom. He can't do this with Dom. Allowing him to get downhill and just keeping him here and bumping. Because Dom's going to shot fake and then step around, do a step through. This is going to be too much. I think he needs to push him out just a little bit further. Maybe just play more hands. I think more hands because it's going to be on OTD. And it's muted because the prize pick ad. Starting to see it. Malik gets walled. He spins. Yeah, I understand it now.
If he hits that, he hits it.
Well, and see, the problem with that is, and this is why I don't like trying to act like I'm on my high horse or I'm saying like, oh, just do this. Because it's like once you've found like, oh, damn, this guy forced me left and I really struggled, you just got to go rep it out now. You got to go rep it out and work on different counters. You got to rep out different angles. Like maybe he's just driving with his shoulders facing this way, so the spin back feels natural. So maybe if he can drive this way, now he can push off and snatch back. Maybe he can then do a what do you call it, like a hip swivel. You have different moves available to you. There's other things you can do, but basically typically you're probably gonna have to go rep it out outside of this game. It's really hard to fix in the game, in the moment.
Good shot.
He's in the blender now. That's why you don't want to give up a 3 again with your game plan. Not because they're never going to make the 3, because he just hit one here, but you don't want to. He's just guessing now. Once you're guessing, it's dangerous. But if you just stay down and don't give him the open layup, well, then he doesn't get this chance for the open 3. But now you gave up 5 off of one bad decision. Again, I'm behind my computer. It's easy for me to say these things sitting down. Almost got dangerous there.
That's deep.
Damn. That's a good shot. Is Dom as strong as 20? Yeah, Dom is extremely strong. Extremely strong. Don't want to interrupt. Oh, I appreciate that. What's up, man? How you doing?
No way. Timeout lead.
Timeout, yes, sir.
Can you fix that by yourself? Yeah, you can rep that out by yourself. Always helps having a training partner, but you can do that by yourself. Checkers and chess.
The more energy you wait, you're going to get tired. You're going to meet your max. You got to make every shot you get down there, bro. You got to make those.
Yeah, he is missing a lot of shots pretty close to the basket.
Right. Get comfortable. Push that first dribble out. And I let him think he can shoot. Shit. You already told him you can't get to the. You know what I'm saying? You can do your work. Cool. Check that motherfucker out. Push him out that way. And make him think he can shoot. If he hit 1 or 2, cool, because he's going to shoot 10 more.
Classic Malik game.
Yes.
Slow, steady, methodical.
Yeah.
He's got control of his game right now.
But I will say he has a different approach right now, in my opinion. I know obviously he's playing a different type of guard.
Hold out offensively. I feel like he's.
Oh, bad. This video is already 35 minutes, so I'm just trying to. Damn, again. He's just letting him get pretty decent spots on the floor.
That's a foul.
Dom is really good at taking those angles and getting straight to the basket. So I feel like this is something Malik's definitely got to. Obviously, he's gotten better since then, but just watching this game film.
Those hurt.
Yeah, right at the 3. Right at the 3. Yes.
Wow.
Back to him. Yeah, I do, but
Back and forward.
I do.
He went from man to wow.
Guys, I'm telling y'all, the game is as simple as you want to make it. Keep forcing him into the spot. Again, it is easier for me to see what's happening because I'm not playing and there's not other decisions happening, but this is also how I played. And it's just a skill you have to work on. It's something you have to build up. But it's just like, it helps if you have game film. If you have game film and you can watch a player and see what they do, typically it helps. But you can also, you can pick up these habits while you're playing. You can, once you've learned how to do it, you can key in on what players' habits are. Malik is just, every time he goes full speed left and I cut him off, he's always going to spin back.
Didn't touch him. He did not touch him. What's the call? He didn't touch him.
Yeah, these are definitely habits he can't do against Dom.
Man, I can swipe all day next to you. I can go like this.
You heard me?
I can go like this.
Coach Lance stripping.
Oh, that's a foul? Wow.
Ugh. Yeah, just don't like the way.
Foul.
What do you got for that one?
Foul.
I don't think that's a foul. I just think the one thing that Twan could have done better here, in all of his drives, it's like he doesn't know where he wants to get to. The body contact is happening, and he's freaking out, and he's just like, fast, fast, fast. But really, like, Malik's doing a good job walling up. Twan should, okay, now that the contact has happened, slow down. Where do I want to get to? But he just picks it up and jumps. I'm like, dude, just relax. Slow down. And I've said this a couple videos, right? Whenever it gets physical, you don't have to pick the ball up. Just hold on, slow down, get to your spot. If he can get directly in front of the basket and just loft it up there, or if you can get to the side and get the highest percentage shot in basketball, let's get to there and play the glass. Or you get to here, second highest percentage. But it's like, let's get to the spot. So when I'm coaching players, I'm really pedantic on when we're training. You can't just drive and jump from here. We're not doing that. You got to drive and you got to jump from here. You got to get to here. Like, you really got to key in on getting to those spots. Those shots are way different than this one with someone in between you. These shots doesn't really matter. You just make it or miss it. But this is why he's missing so many of those shots that seem like they should be easy shots.
What do you got for that one?
Wow.
Twan initiated a lot of it.
Yeah. I think Malik walked up well there.
Yeah. I'm not sure what else he can do.
Yeah. This might be, Mills, the longest rest of the game. Like, this might go another 30 minutes.
Yep.
Wow.
Right there. Perfect. Hey, perfect. So if he's getting a steady shot diet of this,
Yep.
I think the outcome is a lot different. This is perfect. If you miss this, you miss this. Couldn't have done much better. But half of his shots have been taken from just weird angles, weird spots. This is great.
Man, Malik is doing an excellent job of walling up.
Two hands.
Wonder what Scotty thinks about Malik on OTD. He probably doesn't mind it, to be honest. Because look what's just happened with Reese. Reese went over to Nas's platform and he did some OTD stuff, and now he's like, it's boosted his own stock awareness. It's a good thing, I think. And Scotty didn't have to.
This is a really even matchup.
Scotty didn't
Both
have
guys
to
are
do the
really
thing
in
for
shape,
Reese.
too.
I actually do think this is Malik's superpower in the game against Dom. Being able to get free and be able to get some clean looks for three, I think that's where he can be dangerous in this game.
Edge with stamina either. Sometimes we see that where one guy's just in better shape and eventually, but both of these guys are strong and in shape. So I agree.
Mike Harden,
It's
yeah,
gonna
and
be a
his
long
stock is
rest of
better
the
too.
game.
Great call.
Wow.
Great call.
Pull that back to me. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that was cool.
Damn, what a finish.
Oh my gosh, that was cool.
Damn.
Body control. Sewage flap work, Malik.
Initially, this matchup was supposed to be Pat versus Malik. That would have been super interesting.
I'm
Super
behind
interesting.
you. I'm behind you.
Malik up 7.
Come on.
This would be a
Travel,
good win for him.
travel.
Half spin.
Travel.
Hey, I'm telling you, like, all he has is a spin back left. So, and again, this at the time of this recording, okay, I am aware this was 8-9 months ago.
A good win for
But this spin back left, just play it. If he spins back, that's fine. Don't overplay it. He hasn't made anything yet from there.
Half spin.
Yeah, now he's just getting stuck in these tough spots. Yeah.
Timeout, timeout, timeout.
Timeout Lance.
Fuck.
Let's just go to Lance's huddle for this one.
Please.
Relax, nigga. We know you in shape, nigga.
Damn, Bino was here as well. Forgot about that. Keyshawn.
You gotta go to work. Let's go. It's a lot on the line. He didn't win. He beat everybody. He didn't lose yet. That's all I'm gonna say. We gotta. They're not getting no foul calls.
Top of the key.
Hey, I see. Oh, no, yo.
Good hands.
He's just with them every step of the way.
No, it ain't easy. You gotta guard. Gotta guard. Nothing easy.
Oh, they're a hassle.
Yeah.
They're a hassle. I have nightmares about
lost
8 a.m.
Can't play
AU
in
games
this-
playing a 5'7" guard, pressing me 94 feet.
You ever had that in college?
College, once.
Oh, I had it a few times. It's
Yeah.
annoying. And they're stocky.
Oh, always, always.
Much better defense from Malik there. Hey, this possession,
I like that better by Twan.
this was good basketball from both of them. Seems like they both adjusted. Malik's not overreacting to the jab.
It's
Yeah.
annoying. And they're stocky.
Oh, always, always.
Don't. Oh, yeah, right there is perfect. That's perfect from Malik. Don't overreact. Just a little tiny adjustment, a little tiny step. That's perfect. And it allowed him. Okay, he did drop his foot there, and Twan just didn't read it right. But the bump happened sooner, which is good. Twan, stay. You don't have to pick it up when the bump happens. Just slow down, take your time. And that's what Lance was saying. So great coaching here by Lance. Yeah, it took his time. Take your time, get to your spot. Now, this is when he gets here, second highest percentage shot in basketball. When he gets to here, it's like, yeah, you got hit on the arm. He's in between you and the basket. It just doesn't matter. That's a much easier shot. So all of this to say, I know this isn't really supposed to be a Twan breakdown. It's supposed to be a Malik breakdown, but this is just such good information for those of you out there that you train, you play, whatever. It's when you're getting bumped and pushed, it's so easy to give up and just shoot this because you're close enough, right? But you just have to have a relentless mentality of like, nope, I'm going to work my ass off to get a little bit closer. The more shots I can take from here, the more I'm going to score over the course of a season. The more shots I can take from here, the more I'm going to score over the course of the season. If you drive to here consistently and that's all you can get to, you need to train and do the next bit that's going to get you to here. This is just not an efficient area to live in. This becomes efficient when you start going here, Now they back up and they retreat at this angle. Now you got open jump shots, right? Now your jabs 3 opens up more. So it's just this, getting to these spots on the floor just opens up the rest of your game.
By Twan. I think he can get to that more with 4 dribbles. Just slow down. You still have the size advantage.
They ain't
You
gonna
can
call
go
it.
up off 2.
Like
Hold that. Good shot.
that
That's
hit,
a great
shoot
shot.
shoot through with confidence.
Lock in. Lock in. Don't worry about them. We here. You can't do that. Yes.
So this is one thing Malik was getting to. I can't remember where it was, New Jersey maybe? And he was playing like this a lot, like physical, pushing into the guy and like kept falling down. If he plays that style, I actually think he's going to struggle against Dom because I think it's going to be very physical. So hopefully Malik is prepared for the pushing and the physicality. Like I would have liked to see Malik right here, turn that corner and even a little sharper, even if he grabs Twan's leg, grab his leg, like keep the angle, but he spaces out, gives Twan that space, and he fouls him again. And I just worry, like OTD, it's going to be a lot of fouling. It's going to be very physical. I just hope Malik doesn't play into it. And like I always say, he like starts leaning forward and he's trying to catch up to his balance. I don't want to see that happen to him.
And keep it
Because I've seen him default to that sometimes. It works at times, but it takes a lot of energy and it's hard to make those shots.
travel.
You better. Ooh.
What if you do short fades? Would that work in the paint? Middle zone? Yeah, rep it out, but that's just one part of the game. For sure.
You think he Usher?
But yeah, whatever shots you see yourself getting a lot, just rep those out.
Hey, go at him. Go to work. Go, go.
If that three is open, you got to take it.
Go to work.
Yo, Lance is
He's
like
tired.
into the game. Like literally, he's a part of the game.
Yeah. Like he couldn't have drove left there. Lance was there.
No, he don't get.
Pull up. Damn.
He do not
Little
get
bit guys, you got to dig deep here to finish the game. Oh, that goes.
Yeah,
Pull up.
I think a few of those just to open him up a little bit.
Whatever I want to. He's tired. Go at him.
Good patience. What was the problem here? Again, just tired. Malik did a good job walling up, but just got pushed just slightly under where he couldn't use the backboard. So he had to like double clutch to make sure. But still, pretty good. He was just like 4 inches away from having highest percentage shot in basketball. Pretty good.
With Twan, it's the second bump. It's the second bump.
Yes.
But Malik's rolling up there too, which is 2 to 3 bumps. That's what Twan does.
Fatigue now.
I know.
Now we're entering into a different part of the game.
It's a grinded out game.
What's working for Malik is actually getting to angles, not actually going straight downhill. In this game.
I think reaching is I trust you for 1 or 2 more stops if you need it, but nigga, bro, I don't want to see you on defense. I don't want to see you on defense.
I want to see you on defense again.
We need stops. We need stops.
Oh, nice. Wow. I didn't know Zay had that, or Twan had that. Damn.
The block.
Yo, it's time now. Punch that little shit.
Good. Read.
Oh my God.
Bro, that is bruising.
Yeah, he just keeps going, and his full speed left is a little different. Every time he does it and gets on balance, he's getting like right in front of the basket. 3 wide open.
Got him on the pump fake. That's what Leak can't do. That's a good foul.
That's a great foul.
Yeah. But Leak
down.
has to stay down. You don't want to give him a free bucket.
Elite hasn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I would. Oh, that hurts, man.
Game hard. Don't let him shoot. He don't want to drive. Too much energy.
Full speed left, spin back right.
Yo, the only way he gonna beat you is jump shot. The only
Who's going to wear down first?
It's funny. They're both doing the same thing, just slightly different. They're using their advantage differently. Malik is trying to spin quickly. Twan is just using his size when he spins, like taking his time, slowing down.
If he just gets down there.
I think what Malik needs to do when he goes full speed left is actually get his shoulder into Twan's chest and push off and create space. That spin is just not working for him. Not when he's the smaller player.
It takes his time. Gather yourself. Some of his finish. I don't know how they would have size advantage.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
I don't know how they would have.
Way off left.
Let's go. Don't settle.
That's big.
Yes.
Tie game. That's massive.
Time out.
First.
Gotta go. Go.
You only speak when you make a shot. I need you to miss 3 in a row and talk shit. I don't like that fair weather shit, nigga. Be a dog when you're supposed to be a fucking dog. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Boo.
Joe 6, nigga.
Boo.
Joe 6. Ow, stop tickling this bitch. Get up.
He says, stop tickling me.
Oh. I'm about to lift him up.
Yeah, whoever said that earlier, that they just need to wear just pause shirts.
I'm about to lift him.
Agreed.
Here we go, B.
That was amazing.
Final stretch.
Oh my.
It's going to get real physical. He just.
That was amazing.
Final stretch.
Oh my.
Damn. Bruh, he bounced off the ball. He tackled him and he bounced off the ball. All right, hold on. Screenshotted. That will be my thumbnail.
Physical. He just like guided Twan's head to the ground.
RKO out of nowhere. Damn.
He went head first to the ground.
Head first.
I'm glad he still got his teeth.
Broke.
Gosh, that's a thumbnail.
That was bad. Yeah.
B. Ellis.
And that's for sure the thumbnail. For sure.
That's a thumbnail.
Hey, maybe Malik is ready for OTD.
Intentional.
Take your time. We need.
What's up? No matter what you get, make a minute. Y'all only calling this foul, this charge. Come on, my nigga, stop doing
This is a big game for the season.
It is.
It's 5-4 Lance right now. You don't want to go down 2 games after you had such a good start to the game.
Damn. Speaking of thumbnails, hold on. Look at Lance. Look at this. Look at this whole scene. That's my thumbnail. I don't want to use the same one
This is a
TNC did.
very, very intense game.
Take your time.
Oh my God!
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Physical.
You're a ref. Was that a good move? But you're a ref. Yes, sir. Yes, it was a good move. Fuck you, Rick.
7, 8.
Who's in the gym?
Big stop. He's not done.
I want to see another tackle. That's what I'm waiting for.
Hey, big fella. Did he stretch today?
Hey. Hey, Malik moving. I need to see more of this from Malik. Dang, 3 was open here. Boom. He lost the ball a little bit going back to his right, but I need to see a little bit more of that.
Did he stretch?
Just keeping his hands free. He likes getting attached to the defender, but when they're bigger and can take the bump, it's to his disadvantage, I think.
Did he stretch today? No.
No. Another stop.
Yo.
You gotta
very,
let,
very consistent
you gotta
all
let
day.
these two decide it.
Yeah.
No threes. No threes.
Big jump stop, pump fake. Found his way through.
That jump stop, this is crazy. This looked like slam ball. You remember slam ball, how they used to jump onto the trampolines like that? This looked like slam ball right here.
Big jump stop, pump fake. Found his way through.
Oh my
Puts
God!
it to 1. A 3 can win it.
3 can win it.
Oh my gosh. Twan's all the way up here. I'd use the 3 line against him here. I'd maybe hit him with the hezzy. Oh, he pulled up.
Oh,
That looked
he wanted that.
Bro.
dry from
What?
Twan.
What?
I was giving it back.
Twan with
Relentless.
What?
Everybody prepare for a
Twan with
relentless
us, bro.
drive from
What?
Twan.
What?
I was giving it back because I was
Oh.
Whoa. Whoa, we have a
I don't like that.
No,
change
right,
of possession,
right.
B?
Wow.
The ball was right.
They're going to have to go to the replay for this one. They're going to have to go to the replay.
We got to
for this
talk about this one. We got to talk about
one.
it.
They're going to have to go to the replay for that one. They're going to have to talk about that.
Oh, that can't be a turn. I mean, nothing crazy was happening. Let him throw it back.
Cam did it against me. Cam did it against me.
Y'all cheating, bro.
He wasn't getting pressured or anything. I mean, come on.
No threes. No threes. No threes.
Welcome back, Sel.
I walked into, I saw the whole thing just happen. So what do you call on that?
I don't know.
I
Like-
don't know either.
I think every time somebody passed it back, it was someone.
I thought Malik hit it. I was like,
That's a turnover. You cannot square up, look at and not like the possession where you're at. That's a turnover. For
'Cause
sure.
I thought he was saying because he was inside the 3 or something.
here we go.
He was saying 5 dribbles, but I don't even think it was 5 dribbles. So I don't know. I don't know why.
Malik can game me here with a 3. Oh, Twan is sitting on that. The physicality.
I like this.
Malik's bet his physical match here. Oh.
Game. What? You're cheating. You're cheating. You're cheating, bro.
Damn. Twan's getting the worst end of it right here, but I mean, it's not. You gotta play through it. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I can see that.
2 dribble
I can
pull-up.
see that.
Yeah, it's make free throw though.
Yep. 28-28.
2 dribble pull-up.
You never played in the play.
Oh, I like this.
Hard. Oh, he's going to the left. Hard right 2 dribble pull-up.
I think Twan is going to use the sideline and baseline to his advantage here. I don't think he lets him get over the middle. He's playing a high. Oh! Wow. Like I said, I don't think he's going to let him get to the middle. He's playing the high side.
Damn, he's locking up now.
Oh my gosh. Twan for game.
Oh!
Damn.
If you get in a
Right, because then
Back up. Back up, dude.
I was wondering when it was gonna get physical. Oh my gosh.
it's a foul.
Yeah.
You gotta call that.
I don't think that was like an intentional foul. Because
That's
it's
a
just
foul.
one, and he might miss a free throw. You know what I mean? I
I
thought he was gonna
thought they called turnover. I'm about to
let him
say.
play it out.
So now, yeah,
My dog's gonna have to go outside too.
You got
so
one foul to give here.
after this
Yes.
game, we'll do like a quick 5-minute break and then.
I almost use it.
If you get in a spot where you're at a disadvantage in the possession.
Oh, that's a charge. He got it. Great position.
Special. That was beautifully executed. Twan didn't counter. Malik took it to the chest.
Yep.
Are you shitting me right now?
That's his second one, bro. He been walling up all day, bro.
But because if you're not gonna wiggle, and eventually I'm gonna just what Keyshawn did in Cincy, I'll take it to the chest. Hey, they might be mad at it, but it's basketball. Charges are a part of it.
Absolutely.
And he beat him with the spin back left. Good little counter here, though. That was nice. A little anchor step. I haven't seen that all game from Malik. But he gets into his little spin back counter. He just finally makes one. Damn.
Malik takes the game 30-28 against Twan. What a game winner statement, dude. He got the
He's bobbing it to Pat. He's bobbing it to Pat right now.
Stays undefeated.
Wow. Was that last play of travel?
Damn. That was a crazy game. I like that one. Yeah, thank you guys for sending that one through. I'll think about it and we'll get into our predictions now since I've seen other Malik games obviously, but I just want to do a refresher. And then we'll get into our Malik. And look at that. Look where we paused it to. Oh, B-Dos. That's our guy, B-Dos. We'll get into our predictions for left-hand Dom versus Malik. We'll do that in a second. So I'm gonna let my dogs out. And then we'll get on. What do you want to do you guys want to my college highlights while we're on break or over first year overseas highlights? I've only got those 2 at the moment. I'll add some more later. But you can go college or first year overseas. What are we thinking? Yep, 7 seconds before I just pick one. You're about to click off, but you forgot this is live. Yeah, I was just doing the outro for the Zoom. Sorry, my dog just walked up. Just thoughts on taking actions from NBA players? Yeah, definitely do it. We spoke about it yesterday. I think we talked about that yesterday or the day before. Like, that's the fun part. Building your game off of NBA players. I stole my hesitation and hang dribble from T-Mac. I took some stuff from Kevin Durant. I wish I was still playing when Jokic came in. I definitely would have stole some stuff from him. overseas. All right, first year overseas. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I got to let the dogs out. back. What time did I talk about? I don't remember. It might not have been yesterday's stream. I just remember I was having that conversation sometime on stream this week. But, I mean, it wasn't more than what I just said to you. But definitely just find players that you watch that can add, that do something that you think would add to your game. Don't necessarily, and try to understand why it works for them. Like, don't practice a James Harden step back if you don't already play like James Harden. Does that make sense? Like, try to find someone who plays similar to you, and they've found an answer to the problem you're trying to solve. So Kobe started practicing and watching a lot of Jordan because Kobe used to just hoop. He could shoot threes, he would drive, he'd jump over 5 people. He'd do all these crazy things, but he wasn't efficient. And so he started watching a lot of Jordan, and he's like, how is Jordan scoring? Oh, he's actually just getting to certain spots. And then he started watching, oh, why is Jordan doing a fadeaway? Oh, so they can't double team me. So it's just like you watch players and take from them, but you need to already have like what your game is and understand your game. And just you piece little parts together little by little as you go. I did want, damn, we were going to get into the Blueprint League. I'm just going to have to do that this weekend maybe. Like I said, today's stream is going to be cut a little bit short because of just unforeseen circumstances. But we will definitely get into this left-hand Dom and Malik reaction. Tell Davo and AK to get on the phone. Oh, I saw there was a video of McCants and Darren Williams. I got to see what that is. What's up, by the way, DC? Hope you're doing well today. To have a Victorian Haunted Mansion soundtrack for his hot. No, that soundtrack is Final Fantasy. No, that song is Hollow Knight. That's Hollow Knight Grim Troop, or Nightmare King Grim. That's what it is. One of the toughest boss fights in Hollow Knight. I always like to have video game soundtracks and stuff. I love video games, so I always try to subvert the narrative of like, I don't have to have like a hip hop track in there. I don't have to have a trill remix as my music. Sometimes I put some Final Fantasy music in there or something. How's a guy like Jerome Randall, who's 5'9", get by? Go watch. I did a breakdown, or I did a review of one of Jerome Randall's coaching sessions with Chris Johnson, and I urge anyone to go give it a look. That's how he studies the game. He's very smart, and he's very particular with footwork and angles and all that stuff. Really enjoyed the stream. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. We're only going to go for about 30 minutes more. Recommendations for someone who's short and fast. There you go. Jerome Randall. It's my GOAT cereal. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, maybe. Cookie Crisps. And oddly enough, Raisin Bran. I like Raisin Bran. What age is too late? Never. It depends what level, obviously, you're trying to make it, but I get people all the time that are starting in their 30s to stay in shape, and then they end up really liking it, and then they start playing in like men's leagues and there's like a lot of over 40s tournaments and things that like called Masters. They do world tournaments called the Masters every year. So it's like and it's over 40s. So I mean, it's never too young. And honestly, people that started later actually do pretty well in those because their bodies aren't as beat up. Dog, chill. Dog just walking around smelling the air. Have I played Silk Song yet? I did. I mean, as soon as it came out, I played it until I beat it. I think I put like 40 hours into it. Best player in the space? One-on-one space? I mean, Nas. What up, Jay? You got small guard winning. All right, let's get into this recording. Okay, so I just watched the Malik versus Twan game. I know it was 8-9 months ago, whatever. But we obviously wanted to break down a Malik game because we do quite a few left-hand Dom games. I think I've only broken down 2 Malik games, so I wanted to get another one on the channel. But with that game being announced, for March 28th, left-hand Dom and Malik. The battle of the small guards. I think this has been in the works for a while. I've been hearing whispers about this game for a while. So the fact that it just was like announced out of the blue, I was extremely happy about it and glad that it's happening. I'm going to spoil everything right here up front, and then we'll talk about why and the other outcomes that could happen. I got left-hand Dom. It just is what it is. I've got left-hand Dom for a few reasons, but I think left-hand Dom wins this game. Now, there's a world where Malik does win. The reason I do have left-hand Dom winning is because it is going to be on OTD. I think OTD really suits left-hand Dom and the way he plays. And if you look at how much he's improved over the last year, he used to, like his step back, his little double step back three, he used to just like pretty much rely on that. And then whatever else happened. If you watch him over the last year, now I would say his strength is driving in straight lines to the basket. So his go-to move, his double step back three, it's become his second most potent skill, his third most potent skill. His ability to drive in straight lines and really assert his dominance and get to the basket, I think is the best out of all of the small guards. And when I look at and I think he learned a little bit of that playing against Zay. And I think that loss he took to Zay, I think that game he played against Zay, it probably changed his perspective of the game and how you can play and how you can be efficient. And it looks like he's added some of that to his game. I think in one-on-one, at some point, you have to be able to drive straight lines and assert your dominance, force the other player to deal with you. And Dom does that better than any other small guard. The thing is, though, if there was one small guard I would pick to be like, oh, I don't know if he can just do that as easily, it would be Malik. Out of all the small guards, I go, okay, this is a guy that actually has the physicality, and we saw him in that game versus Twan. He can just chest up and play clean defense and wall you up. If Malik isn't playing reactive from the triple threat, like dropping his foot every time Dom jabs or overreacting to shot fakes, if he's actually playing solid and forcing one direction or taking one thing away, and then he's able to meet him with his chest, I think it would present a new problem for Dom that he hasn't seen with the small guards. So I think Dom is good enough to overcome it. I think the advantages are in his favor. I think more things have to go right for Malik to win. Like I said, home court advantage basically for Dom. It's going to be on OTD. It's on the platform that Dom's familiar with. But a few things make me go, it's not 100% going to be Dom. One, I definitely think the referees will call this tighter than they have called all of the previous pay-per-views. Obviously, with the last the last game or the last event that happened, the referees were a huge issue. I have a feeling it's going to be tightened up and a lot more, which I do think benefits Malik. I don't think that means, Malik is going to win 100% now. It just means if Malik were stepping on to that event that happened last week, I think it would have heavily benefited Dom. Now it's going to even the playing field a little bit more. The other thing is Malik has improved a ton too. So that game we watched against Twan, I've seen him play. I think we watched him play Boog, was it, or Zoe? Or did he play both of those? But the games I've seen more lately, and then there was the game he played in New Jersey. If he was playing the same that he played in New Jersey and then at that TNC showcase event, I still would have had Dom heavily. But since that time, Malik has added more dimensions to his game too. So we saw, I'm trying to remember who his most recent game was over on TNC. And I remember we broke it down. It's on the channel. I just can't remember the name. Forgive me. But Malik started actually changing the pace in the game. And usually players just play one way the whole time. We saw it with Malik against Twan, the game we just watched. But Malik started changing pace halfway through this last game, which was really good. Started taking control. So it was a lot of full speed downhill, and he just kept doing the bowling ball thing where he's just going to headbutt his way to the rim. But once he realized that wasn't working for him, he actually stepped out and started playing a lot more east to west, left to right, and getting some three balls off, which forced the defense out, and he was able to get back downhill again. So I think he's improved a lot. I think both of these guys have improved a lot. And I really believe this is like one of the most exciting games of 2026. It's just crazy that the other two games that I think are more exciting happen to be on the exact same card. So it's just, this event is going to be insane with Scoob versus Nas, LP versus Zay. And then for this to be like the third game on the card, someone was saying it in chat earlier that Cell from ABC Crew was saying that all three of these games could be individual main events by themselves. I completely agree. I completely agree with that assessment. But sometimes you want to see a card that just, why not just keep piling them on. Keep piling. I don't mind. As a fan, that's definitely one I want to see. Keep going. Keep piling them on. And then hopefully also lessons learned from the previous events, that it also runs extremely smoothly. Hopefully the production is great. It'd be great if everything all comes together in this one, and hopefully can be event of the year. I'm looking forward to that and really push the space forward. So that's my initial thoughts on it. I got left hand Dom. If I had to put a percentage, I'd say 70 to 30. If they play this game 10 times, I got Dom winning 7 out of the 10. But again, the space is getting to a point where the players are so good, and the gap between the players that are at the top and in the middle, that gap is closing. So if Malik came in and won, it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, this is the upset of the century. It's just like, no, they're actually, the skill level is close. Both of them are very good. Both of them are capable of winning. I just think Dom at the moment and the momentum he has, I think he's favored to win. That being said, though, he also is just coming back from injury. So I know he played Pep recently, and at the Blueprint League, I hate to say this because he did win, and people, every time I critique a player that got a win, people think I'm hating. I'll say, I don't think Dom looked like himself. And everyone else is like, Dom's so good, whatever. That was the least impressed I've been with Dom. Not because I don't think he played bad. I just think every game we've seen him, he's been improving. Dom did just get hurt. I think he had something happen with his eye. He also had his hand in a cast. I saw him at the pay-per-view event, had his hand in a cast. And then he played Pep and got a win. So the only reason I say all that is, look, if Malik came in and won, Dom has had like some time off and he's still getting back into it. So this might be the best opportunity for them to be on level playing field. So I'm excited for this game. I can't wait. I'm so excited the way this card is shaping up. And now I want to see what you guys think. You got small guard winning. Malik has a good chance of winning. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, I agree. I think this is like the perfect card, because I wouldn't be surprised. Any of these 3 games that have been announced so far, it's so hard to call any of the games. Dom can't overpower Malik. I agree. And that's going to look, it's going to be very interesting, because Dom will typically either overpower someone completely or be way quicker than them. And he'll adjust his game style to what's happening in that game. Malik can stay with him a bit, and he's strong enough. It'll just be interesting to see. I think Dom's going to be able to get him off his line, like we just saw with that Twan game. That's the only thing I'm worried about with Malik. If he gets him off his line and then drives in those straight lines, he's going to be able to muscle him out of the way just by virtue of getting him off balance. But if Malik can control the possession and keep him, boxed in a little bit, he'll be able to deal with the bump for sure. Dom should be the favorite. Yeah, I've got that as well. I've got that too. Just watch the first 100 teaser. Think Dom can... Oh, I still need to see that. Okay. Yeah, I think the consensus here is Dom as well. So, look, I don't want this video to drag on too long. My pick is Dom in this one. I do think it's going to be a close game, though. I hate doing score predictions because I want to leave it up to the players, and I don't want it to seem like I'm picking sides. Because, like I said, it just also wouldn't surprise me if Malik came in and won. The talent level is just too good now. So, just by virtue of me saying, see, I was right, I'll just say, let's go 10 points. Let's say Dom by 10 or 8 points. That's 3 possessions. I think Dom is going to be 3 possessions better than Malik. But like I said, it could go either way, especially make it take it as we've seen. So, yeah, that's all I've got. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one. All right. We got it done, gang. We got it done. Done with stream for the day. Just because, like I said, I had some personal news pop up. So I'm going to be cutting stream 1 video short. I was going to do the Nas Blueprint League, but we won't. But I will, however. I don't know if you guys just saw this. New announcement just dropped. Know if you guys can see that. New announcement here. Oh, this is terrible. Might be better if I... Yeah, oddly enough, it looks better here. Boom. All right, we got it. We got it. So, new announcement. Don't know if you guys saw this, but we got Only Buckets in Seattle. It has just announced their Only Buckets 4, their 4th event. And I'm going to be guest appearancing. I don't know. They don't typically have commentators, but Flash is the platform owner. I've spoken with him quite a bit. He's an awesome guy. And I said I'd be happy to come down and be a part of it. B-Dos is going to be there. Jay with The Rock. B-Dot. I don't know if you guys know B-Dot. We did break down a Vic game. I think it was Vic versus Crime. He beat Crime, and we broke that down on the channel. Mark Heath and Jordan was probably the best game I've seen on this channel. But they're going to be playing against each other, so that's going to be a very good game. Dogs are just playing back there. I think it was B-Dot versus Trey that we also did on the channel. So I've broken down a few of these games from the platform. I'm excited. I think we've seen Mundu play also. But yeah, I've broken down a few of the games on this channel. And again, it's just one of those like smaller platforms that are starting to grow and are starting to put in work that I really appreciate. The Pure Ones event hasn't released a lot of their stuff, so I can't talk about that event yet until they start releasing some videos. But I was commentating at the Pure Ones event, so this will be my 2nd small platform event already in the year. And that was my goal this year, is to get around to as many of the small platforms as I can, interview as many of the new up and coming players as I can, push as much content forward as I can for like the newer players and platforms on the scene. So I'm really excited to be able to get to be a part of this one too, which is just another opportunity. So yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about like the smaller platforms doing their thing? Do you guys care? Do you only want to see like TNC quality, OTD, Ball is Life matchups? Like, what is it that you guys want to see? Or are you happy that they're doing their thing so that you guys can tune in 3-4 months time once they've built up some of these players? I think B-Dos, this is his home platform. What do you call it? Only Buckets, and you know, some of these other guys too, I believe. So I feel like all these guys here are represented as this is like their home platform where they play out of. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to talk about that really quickly just because it only just got announced. Is it free? I don't think it's I don't think it's like a pay-per-view. I don't know. I don't think it is, but typically when they do these, I think they just record the games and then release the games on YouTube. Everything I've seen from them in the past has been that, pretty sure. But that's a great question. I should probably know. And then it's probably free to go to, I'm assuming. I don't know. But yeah, if it was free, if it was like a free pay-per-view event, or maybe it's an event you can pay for online, I'm not sure. You'd think I'd know these sort of things. But I did tell Flash, he just sent me, I told him, look, hey, anytime you're doing an event, If it's somewhere I can get to, I'll be there. He sent me a message and was like, hey, flyer going up, flyer going up today. I was like, oh, okay. Well, if it comes out while I'm streaming, I'll announce it on stream. Free per view? Yeah. Ideally. I don't want every event to be pay-per-view. Yeah, I agree. And we've spoken about this a few times. The pay-per-views, I think, will sort themselves out over the year. If people start getting too oversaturated, if the space starts getting too oversaturated, people will stop buying them. Well, then people will start running them. Then people will want them again just because there's not any pay-per-view. So I think the pay-per-view space will regulate itself over the next 5 to 6 months. Anyways, and I'm hoping to get back to the time where people are putting the majority of their content on YouTube. Majority of it on YouTube. Pay-per-view should be like one-off events once a year, and you build it up really well, and there's meaning to it, something like that. But who am I? I'm just one random dude on the internet. But yeah, I didn't want to stream, like I said, and also my internet is not going really well. Zone, thanks for the sub. My internet is also not working really well, so that's kind of put a damper in the stream today, but we will be doing this every week, Monday through Friday. Wednesdays is going to be an iffy one, so I might do Wednesday, I might not do Wednesday, just depending on how many coaching calls I have. Scar's playing Boog on June. Oh, that'll be dope. I'm going to do these every week, every day, and it'll be starting 12 noon PST, probably to 4 p.m. So we'll go about 4 hours each stream. Pay-per-view once a year, like some WrestleMania. I meant for the smaller platforms, mainly for the smaller platforms. The bigger ones, 2-3 times a year, depending. But yeah, for the smaller platforms, I think it should just be like work up to one big event, but everything else, just keep your schedule going with your normal updated games. Whereas what we're seeing now, smaller platforms are like, hey, let's do a big pay-per-view event, and then nothing else at all. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have. If you guys have any more questions, whatever, please join the Discord. It's in the pinned message up top. Join the Discord. I'm starting to build up that community. I've got videos dropping today. And our videos dropping over the weekend, mainly from the streams, but you can go back and watch older streams and all that sort of stuff and catch up if you like. So you guys take care. Love y'all. And I'll see you.